woke up. Get ready. Let's go, baby. 5 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
The Bills have won each of the last 7 meetings with the Dolphins.
The Dolphins feel extremely confident after that huge fourth-quarter comeback in Baltimore last week.
The visiting team is cooking in the direct sunlight.
The way we go from South Florida.
Third down.
Hard Rock Stadium, everybody go get your grills, man. Time to cook. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end, and we COOK, cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end, and we COOK, cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. Let's go, cooking buffalo. Let's go. Fresh up off the wind, we was down but made it back. Purple smoke up in the air, that's that Raven pack. We was mad, disappointed in the first half. Came back and cleaned them up, that's the bird bath. Moving on now, team feeling strong now. Two time the anthem, we're about to learn the song now. We got cheetah, defense beater. Slow them down, ain't got a chance. 17 through the scene, hit them with that water dance. Anyway, defense straight, got our stockpiling. We gon' dig a big hole for him and Josh Allen. We'll celebrate this week, but Sunday we are not smiling. Get your grills and make them hot. Flame them like that yellow light. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end, and we COOK, cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end, and we COOK, cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. Let's go, cooking buffalo. Let's go, cooking buffalo. Let's go, cooking buffalo. Let's go, cooking buffalo.
Hey, man, McDaniels, he's gonna need a wheelbarrow, man, for his nuts to carry around, man. He got a lot of cojones, you know what I'm saying?
Miami, Florida, Dade County, 305. Yeah. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 305 Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 305 Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast. Jalen Waddle with the catch, to throw it, go fed. Big Mike with the round, O-line looking stout. Miles G with the run, South Beach having fun. Other team gonna lose, don't care who boos. 305 is the place to be. If you don't believe me, just wait and see. Don't care what people really gotta say. Ride till I die, fins up every day. We winning the game, we going to a party. Spitting on the beat like Playboy Cardi. Gonna take a pic with Waddle. About to celebrate with a bottle. Dolphins about to win the dang ring. Ground and shine, bling bling. Don't give a what, look if you buck. Your team is so trash and they really just suck. His squad. Miami Dolphins, my squad. Aqua and orange on me every day. Shawty really about to be my bae. I'm always repping the 305. If you hate to leave, you can say goodbye. At the end of the day, Miami with the dub. After the game, I'll see you in the club. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 305 Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 305 Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast.
Hit squad representative. Big beats, we eat squads up for dinner. Legendary team, better watch how you approach it. If you can't swim, get tossed in the ocean. Get lost in the ocean. Bad attitude, we be causing commotion. They ain't kind of boy, one claim South Beach. When the South Florida sports so low, the mouthpiece. MIAMIDWA, that's the way I vibe. Throw fins up, that's the way we ride. All around the globe, dolphins worldwide. When I click with JB, then you know we made heat. Lead teams in the dark like it's new EP. Fins out of this world, we the new EP. Defense, throwing magic, make your QB sleep. When we hit the field, then we get into the grind. Hit that touchdown song, then we get into the shine. Working every day so we can get back to the prime. If you check your clock, you can see it's 2 a time. Even if it ain't ticking, then the fans still there. Screaming out loud with our hands in the air. You either got a full cup or a can in the air. Win the Super Bowl, that's the plan this year. Yeah.
Gulf Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 3 from Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bam and he's so stupid fast. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it wouldn't ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 3 from Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bam and he's so stupid fast. MCJB.
City rising, a little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fins for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. Two a time, two a time. Time to grind, time to shine. Two a time, two a time. Two a time, two a time. Two a time, two a time. Time to grind, time to shine. Two a time, two a time. Two a time, two a time. My intuition told me this. To trust the coach, he holds a gift. He knowin' when to go with fits. So we knowin' when to switch. This year we got the golden pick. Time to see what that pick bout. Bad vibes get sent out. Only fans up in this house. We been waiting, yeah, we been patient. Now it's time to cash out, no discount. Super Bowl, yeah, we en route. I don't know when, but it's close. I don't wanna overhype, but I just know I like it. So excited, league gon' notice now. You should notarize it. They say 2 up from that rock. Shout out to Samoa and now it's time to lay the smack down. You think he Dwayne Johnson? Time to be the people's champ. Hit him with the people's elbows, stick together like it's Velcro. You think you could stop us? Hell no, all day I dream about sports. I think I need some chateau custom with some dolphins colors, just to let them know we here. Yeah, I know the whole city rising. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fins for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. Two a time, two a time. Time to grind, time to shine. Two a time, two a time. Two a time, two a time. Two a time, two a time. Time to grind, time to shine. Two a time, two a time. Two a time, two a time.
Two a time, two a time. Really hope he the man. Hope we found us a gem, like the Heat found Bam. Wanna take time to thank Fitz, cause he put on a show. But the young man up, and the whole city know. Time to catch all the blessings, cash out on investment. Ball out, don't choke. Fins want all the smoke.
Falling down on the sidelines.
Help is on the way.
Telling the fans, help is on the way.
808 touchdown.
MCJB.
Hey, Khalid, slap that boot.
DJ Flair, make the money flare.
Going crazy about the fiends, so we really about to win. Jalen Waddle too fast, he Mozart with the dash. Clocking in, it's 2 a time, I was running through the line. 305 all day, ready now, we gonna play. Spitting on the beat, you better watch out for the fins. We going to the Super Bowl and really gonna win. 3 from Miami, Dolphins here to stay. Best be ready, cause we not just here to play. Cheater with the catch, do it, throw it, go fish. Big Mike with the route, old line looking stout. Aqua orange all day, 305 every day. Fins up, have a blast, defense, make them crash. 2 with the ball, wide receiver gonna catch it. Jalen with the touchdown, Waddle with it. Baker with the hit stick, like he had a mod. Byron X, you know they both clamp God. Fins up. Fins up. stand up for your boy.
Damn, this shit exclusive.
QB3 in for QB1. Y'all ready? It's Skylar time. My guy Skylar Thompson out there looking like Marino. You know it's Skylar time, he make it easy like a free throw. Fins are gonna win it, it was really nice to meet you. Waddle and the cheetah, and you know we gonna beat you. Skylar time on the grind. Skylar time gonna shine. You gon' fight, now we lit. Other team take a sit. Skylar time going in. Fins up for the win. Skylar with the deep ball. Other team gonna fall. Skylar time, Skylar time. Time to grind, time to shine. Skylar time on the field, protecting him like a shield. I'm orange and I'm reppin'. Skylar time with the lesson. Fins up, now we winning. Skylar time, now we thillin'. My guy Skylar Thompson out there looking like Marino. You know it's Skylar time, he make it easy like a free throw. Fins are gonna win it, it was really nice to meet you. Waddle and the cheetah, and you know we gonna beat you. Skylar. MCJB.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Phinsaholics Show. I'm your host, Batman2423. Welcome to this Thursday evening show. We're going to be predicting the score for Sunday's game versus the Buffalo Bills. Ladies and gentlemen, I am excited. I know a lot of us are down. We understand Tua's not playing, but let's be happy, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the playoffs. Batman is out here confident. I think we're going to get this win. I don't know why. I just got a feeling that we're going to get this win and we're going to have the last laugh. That's just me, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, everybody can have their opinion. I'm excited, and I got a little bit of trivia. I've been wearing this jersey for pretty much the entire week. I got a little tidbit I want to throw out there for everyone out there. Again, for those of you who haven't come to the show from previous months back, for the 2021-2022 season, so we're talking about 2 seasons ago with Brian Flores' last season in Miami. Every single game that Batman wore this jersey, the Miami Dolphins won the game. Every single time I wore this jersey, the Miami Dolphins won the game. Granted, I didn't wear it for every game. I didn't think it was a thing until I realized. But then I made the mistake when I went to Tennessee. I left the jersey at home and I wore my Batman jersey, my Batman Dolphins jersey, when I went to Tennessee. And I remember my ex-girlfriend at the time was like, "Why did you forget the jersey?" I forgot the jersey. And again, a lot of people want to blame me for the loss. But I didn't get to wear my lucky Dan Marino jersey. So I am putting into an existence this entire week, I'm going to be wearing the jersey. And on game day, ladies and gentlemen, Batman for the first time this season is going to wear the Dan Marino jersey for Sunday's game, ladies and gentlemen. I hope to bring that good luck to everyone. I hope everybody's going to be like, hey, we won, Batman wore the jersey. Remember what I'm saying, and I'm crossing my fingers. I hope this is true. Every time I've worn this jersey, the Miami Dolphins have won the game. So I am going to be wearing my lucky Dan Marino jersey for this Sunday's game, and I'm going to be wearing it for tomorrow and for Sunday. I'm excited, ladies and gentlemen. Don't call me crazy. I'm excited. Again, I think we're going to win by a field goal. And that's saying if nothing happens to Josh Allen during the game. I'm just saying. I don't wish anybody any injury, but let's just say hopefully nothing happens seriously. Somebody gets seriously injured. But I'm saying it right now. The Dolphins are going to win this game. I'm excited. I know we've been talking about it all day today. We've been talking about it all week. We're repeating the same things over and over again. A lot of people in this fan base, I don't even call them Dolphin fans. They're saying we're going to lose 50, 60 points. We're going to lose by 60, 50 points. And listen, you have no faith in this team whatsoever, regardless of the quarterback at play for the Miami Dolphins. But hey, I mean, we'll see. We'll see who has the last laugh. I see Mark in the comment section. I know you're saying, thank God, reality strikes at by 4:30 Sunday. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Batman's being very positive this week. You know, if anybody was hurt about the Tua news, it's me more than anybody. But I'm excited. Whether Skyler's the quarterback. I mean, I know you guys heard MCJB song, whether it's Skyler at the QB humming the position, or is it Teddy B? We'll see. I know McDaniel came out and, gave us a what if and wait and see, factor. And I mean, Skyler looks like he's going to be the quarterback, but we'll see how Teddy progresses throughout the week with his injury. The rumor has it that the Dolphins want him to be able to be firing 20-yard strikes with ease in order to give him an opportunity. Again, the injury report came out today. I'm going to show you everybody the injury report. Nothing has changed pretty much in the injury report since yesterday. So we still have, guys in the injury report, unfortunately, but we're going to go with whoever we have available all the way as far as for this game. So we'll see. We're still waiting on news on Armstead. We haven't got confirmation if he's going to play or not. Again, he was a non-participant today for practice, but then again, Armstead has not participated pretty much the entire season. So, Mark says, Batman, Bills won't beat you by 50. We don't care enough to humiliate you. We have more real opponents to focus on. There's a rumor that came out today. A heavy rumor. This is the disrespect. And again, you take it with a grain of salt. It's just for a laugh, for laughters and ridiculous moments. But the rumor has it that the Bills are only going to play Josh Allen for the first quarter so he can rest for the next game. I don't know. I can't confirm who said the rumor, but we heard it today on the Twitter Spaces, and it didn't come from a Bills fan. So we'll see. We'll see if that's the case. I mean, if you want to give that disrespect and say that you're going to sit Josh Allen if you build strong enough lead, and I mean, okay, we'll take it. We got nothing to lose, ladies and gentlemen. We got nothing to lose. They got everything to play for. The last thing a Buffalo Bills fans want to see is Miami come in as a wild card team and smack the Bills right in the mouth, first round elimination. That's the last thing they want to see, because then that team would go into turmoil. That team would go into turmoil, and they might fire the head coach again. I'm saying it again. I'm speaking it into existence. Speaking it into existence. I'm a positive man. I'm being happy. Let's cheer for these Fins. Let's cheer for these Fins. We're gonna get into scores. Let me drop the link now. Mark, for the most part, I know the guys we were talking about it today. They're mad because they didn't want, at least this week, they don't want to see you on the panels, on any panels. I got love for you, Mark, but I gotta respect the community. They say this week is at least a no. They don't want to see you this week because you come very positive, you talk some nice things, and then you just start disrespecting the Miami Dolphins. And this is the 1 week that we don't want to get the disrespect from Mark. Again, we even had to say today that, Mark is probably an undercover Dolphins fan that's just angry with all the decisions the Dolphins have done from the start. And he's not really a Bills fan. He became a Bills fan, but he really is a Dolphin fan, And again, I'm not, saying that, I'm not judging you, but maybe you're just a very angry Dolphin fan that is looking for his way back to us. And hopefully, with the good graces of winning this game, maybe Mark comes back to the Fins community. And hopefully we can all get along together. But yeah, drop the link. Let me bring y'all up. Let's talk Fins. Let's talk about the game. I'm intrigued to see what you guys got to say. I hope you guys like Skyler time. Everybody, let's welcome CT, Bruto, Crazy Dolphin. What's going on?
What's up, boys?
What's going on? Long time no talk, everybody. I had to get a new phone, and I couldn't get on here. It kept doing the spinning in the back and wouldn't let me get on for the last couple days.
Oh, what's up, fellas?
I got you.
What's up?
Oh, it's Mr. Paul. What's going on, Mr. Paul?
Hey, what's going on, Batman? My brother, CT, Todd. Who's this? Big Philly.
Big Philly in the house. Let me drop the link for Big Philly real quick. Give me 1 second. Got some noise in the background.
How's everybody doing?
Pretty good. Welcome back, Mr. Polk and Tyler Bruto. Welcome back. We missed you guys.
Yeah, I haven't been able to get on anybody's shows. I was going nuts. I went up there today. I'm like, what is wrong? They go, well, it's a 5G phone, but we don't have 5G towers, so you got to turn off the 5G and go to the 4G. I'm like, okay, fine. If it was that easy, I wish I would have known then.
Yeah, Verizon did that bullshit to me when I before I switched to AT&T. Verizon tried that same bullshit with me. How am I gonna buy a 5G phone and then you're gonna tell me I have to go into my settings and turn off the 5G because here in Roanoke they have 5G but only in certain areas. So unless I'm downtown, at my house, I gotta switch my shit to 4G. What the fuck is that? That's the stupidest shit I ever fucking heard of.
But it's good to be back, especially playoff week.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
You know what? You know what worries me more than Tua being out, and mind you, I wish Tua was there. Is Mozart with his injury?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
because we sure could have used him this week. And honestly, you all know how it happened, right?
How he broke his finger?
Yeah, his thumb.
No.
I can guarantee you it hasn't. You notice nobody said anything about him falling on the field wrong or anything. You know, when he was fighting for those yards, it happened to me in high school all the time. They try to separate your hand from the ball and they'll rip your thumb or rip your pinky finger backwards to separate you from the ball when you're fighting for extra yards. It's foul, but I'm telling you, I really think that's what happened, because it happened to me in high school. If you're fighting for yards and you're being held up, they'll do anything. They'll take your pinky finger, they'll take your thumb, whatever they can get on the end, so it gives them a little bit better of a chance of getting that ball out.
Yeah, he had a couple good runs and a couple good pushes. Everybody, let's welcome Big Philly. Let's welcome Beer Guy. Welcome Green Rat.
What's going on, yo?
What's up, Big Guy?
Oh, you're drinking the good stuff.
Shout out to Vesasaur, sponsor of the show.
Shout out to Vesasaur. Shout out to Vesasaur. We're gonna be out there this Sunday.
Man, somehow I got Batman. Somehow I'm gonna have to get you to send me some.
Oh, we gotta figure it out.
I'm up here in Jacksonville. They don't have it up here.
It's only available in Florida and Miami.
Guy not know how to pour a beer now? How does the beer guy not know how to pour?
That's
a beer?
how you pour a beer. That's how you properly
you're
pour
supposed
a beer.
You're supposed to
have a little bit of
head. You're supposed to get a half-inch of head.
A little bit of head would be better, but yeah,
that
bullshit. Damn good pour.
Hey, real quick, everybody. I need a favor from the community out there. Even if you're catching the show on replay later on, this is Big Philly's show. We got Big Philly, Miami Fan Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to get the channel to 200 subscribers. We're almost there. He has giveaways happening very soon. You just got to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get it to 200 subscribers. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys can take a chance right now, at least copy the link so you can have it. And I want you to go subscribe to the channel. Big Philly's in the house right now. He got a great show. He goes on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, right at 7:05.
Mondays and Fridays now, man. Mondays and Fridays.
Mondays and Fridays at 7 o'clock?
Yeah, 7
Yeah, and he goes till about his bedtime, 9 o'clock.
Okay, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. What's going on? But yes, ladies and gentlemen, go subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 200 subs. He's very close. Go subscribe to the channel.
Hey, it's a fun channel. I will say that. I go on it. It's a good channel he puts on.
I hear you.
What's up, CT? I haven't seen you in a good while, buddy.
CT, you there?
What did he say?
Mr. Park says he hasn't seen you in a while.
Y'all read that? I already say Batman. I bet CT throws more F-bombs tonight than what we will score on Sunday.
I'm just seeing
quite
CT.
a bit, man. I just haven't been in before Christmas. It was a little bit different because I got the family stuff. You got to wrap gifts, all that shit, you know. So I wasn't on here a lot at night. We try to wrap the gifts when the kids are in bed. So I was busy like the week before Christmas, but I've been here ever since.
Hey,
I was just came with CT. It's me that's been away for a little while.
Hey, Beer Guy, shout out to Beer Guy. Let me give a proper shout out to Beer Guy. I haven't done it, but he blessed me with something a couple months back.
Yes, sir, Jose. Hell yeah.
Look at these cups from the Super Bowl down here in Miami. And then these are the cups that you get at the stadium, but you're not getting these Super Bowl cups. And this is the cup every day I put a little bit of water, the aluminum cups. I think Bally makes them. That's the company.
Yeah.
But you can buy these Super Bowl cups. And he blessed me with a set of 3. And they're all different. You can't buy these. And I every day I put a little bit of water, I put it next to my bed. Good for beer. Look at the back. Look at the back. Look at the back. That's awesome, man. And I'm grateful for it. I really love it. I love these cups. Thank you.
Oh, man. Hey, I heard you earlier, Batman, and I think the way for us to get the upset is what you said. We got to run the ball all day long.
Oh yeah.
Jet sweeps. I want to see since Mosert's not going to be in there doing the return duties. I want to see Hill and Waddle doing return duties.
Okay.
Jet sweeps, runs, everything. Throw everything at them where they're at their weakest.
And listen, Ali made a great point yesterday, and Big John Stud. I got on the phone yesterday with him, and we talked a little bit about the game. The first thing he mentioned was jet sweep. He wants to see some jet sweep. They're very slow on the linebacker units. They can't catch these guys. They can't catch Waddle or Tyreek if they go around the edge. No way in hell they could catch him. And somebody said today, hopefully we could get a couple fumbles and Tyreek could take it to the house, pick it up off the ground and take it to the house,
Yeah.
But
we'll
pray for everything.
I want to see Sherfield out there. I want to see Sherfield out there blocking too, more than I want Gesicki out there because I don't see him blocking in the run.
Yeah, and that's another point to be had, especially when you guys brought up, if that's why we're talking about, the jet sweeps. That's where we've been highly successful this year. But the problem is we do it far less often than we should be. Again, we talked about how this guy is the genius at outside zone, and yet it seems that the large majority of our runs come in between the tackles, and sometimes they're successful, but once defenses start catching on that, okay, they're trying to run up the middle on first and second down, and then I'll throw on third, and you become predictable. Bro, you got to use that outside option more because that's where the whole point of you having the fucking speed at it. You know what I mean?
CT, I don't blame him completely for that because we haven't had the offensive line, I don't think, the way he wants to.
It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if the offensive line is blocking or not. If you're running a toss or a jet sweep, then it doesn't matter. What matters is the wide receiver blocking, which is why I was saying, to your point, absolutely I want to see Sherfield because I'm tired of watching Gesicki get out there and try to make a block and fucking whiff.
Well, somebody today mentioned that every time Sherfield is on the field and Durham Smythe, we run the ball 95% of the time, something like that.
Then I want to see them on the field 95% of that game.
Okay. CT, real quick. Jose said, I think Big Guy was trying to tell you.
I told him, hell yeah.
I bet you'll throw more F-bombs tonight than we will score on Sunday.
I mean, well, seeing as I don't really see us scoring all that many points, yeah, probably so. It will happen.
But you saw the first game of the season. What Buffalo did to us by controlling the clock, short little plays and running the ball.
Click that link, Mark.
We need to do that.
Mark, you're gonna click that link and they'll go right. Yeah,
they'll take you right to Big Philly show right there.
Take you right to the show.
Yeah, but we also need to snuff Josh Allen some kind of way too.
No, we gotta get on Josh Boyer this week and make sure that Josh Boyer understands how to teach them to stay in their damn pass rushing lanes so that we can't let Josh Allen sit back there and run all over the damn place and throw passes on us after we expect our cornerbacks to cover for 6 freaking seconds.
Yeah, Josh Boyer needs to know that this is make it or break it for him.
Yes.
This is the time to show you learned from your mistakes earlier on in the season. This is the time to prove you learned it.
Listen, we've been arguing all day. I've been arguing the entire day. I brought up some crazy scenarios. I brought up some crazy scenarios for the game. I brought up some scenarios for the future. And Pete, Pete is all aboard the Skyler train, right? And Pete, he's predicting 500 yards, 5 touchdowns, Skyler, and
it's a Pete take.
I was like, Pete, come on, Pete. But I'm ready to cook some buffalo after the game.
I would be happy with 200 yards and a touchdown. Okay, you know what I mean? I just want to see us run the damn ball this week.
And great point. Jay Zan said we won't be able to run if we fall behind early, and that is a great point. Again, yesterday what I said was we need at least. I said like a 5 field goals. I think we need at least 9 field goals. 9 field goals and a touchdown. 9 field goals and a touchdown. 9 field goals and a touchdown.
A lot of Jason.
I
know Sanders pulled through for us, but that's
giving him
9 chances.
Yeah,
CT.
That's kind of steep.
His problem this year is confidence. Jason Sanders, because there's been good holds. That 50-yard field goal, I'm praying it gives him that confidence back.
I think it did. I came on here last night and the night before saying the same thing on this very show. Is remember Pat McAfee earlier in the middle of the year had said that he talked to Mike Vanderjagt about Jason Sanders because he loves kickers. Whether
Darth Vader, I'm a content creator.
But he said,
so
bro, it was mental.
1,000
he said it was mental.
And you qualify for the AdSense to monetize your channel.
Yeah, so I don't qualify yet. I need.
You have to get 1,000 subscribers, and I believe it's 4,000 hours of watch time. Once you subscribe, I'm into content creation, by the way, guys. That's what I sell beer at the stadiums, but also I'm a YouTube creator. I'm getting into my channel, start live streaming, doing different things. But through the YouTube AdSense program through YouTube, you have to be monetized. You have to have 1,000 active subscriptions. Meaning you have to have 1,000 people subscribe to your channel, and then you have to have 4,000 hours watch time, whether it be live stream, YouTube Shorts, or regular long form content.
I might have the hours. But I definitely don't have the subscribers.
You just gotta get the subs, bro.
I don't have the subs. Like I
have your studio and check it out. But once you get that, you already start making money through like sponsorships and everything. You don't have to go have the AdSense to make money, but that's to qualify for the super chat.
Yeah, so I'm right now I'm 20 subscribers away from 600, and at the 600 mark, I'm gonna be doing.
Let's get that tonight, yo. If you haven't already, man,
Trent Sherfield. We're doing the Trent Sherfield autograph. 20 more subscribers. If you want to be a part of it, 28 by 10 Trent Sherfield, and he ran that touchdown in San Francisco with the JSA authentication. Hold on, Cap. You got a lot of noise. Hold on, Cap. We got the Trent Sherfield, 20 subscribers, and we're doing the giveaway. Cap, you got a lot of noise, Cap. I don't know if you're at the club. I don't know where you at, Cap. Hold on.
Damn.
He's chilling in the whip. Listening to music, blasting into our eardrums.
He's vibing.
I got a lot of giveaways that I have right here next to me, but let's get to this, and then I'm gonna get to the jerseys. I want to be able to give everybody an opportunity. If you want to be a part of the giveaways, again. One thing about Batman is I have giveaways 24/7. Literally since I started the show, we got giveaways 24/7, and I want to get everybody an opportunity. So for this giveaway, we're 20 subscribers away right now. 20. You want $5 gets you 1 entry, $10 gets you 3 entries, 20 gets you 6 entries. That's at the 600 subscriber mark. We're at 580. And again, if you want to donate to the channel, PayPal Batman2423 or Cash App $Phinsaholics. Again, I don't have super chat at the moment, but that's the best way if you want to donate to the channel. And automatically it's going to put you into a raffle going on right now at the moment. So that's what's up. So my bad, Cap for life. Talk to us. How do you feel, Cap? I know. And Mountie, what's going on, Mountie?
What's good, Batman? What's going on in Gotham City?
Everything's good. I mean, we're excited. We're talking about the game right now. Talking about the game.
Okay. Listen, I'm tired of I'm getting a little irritated at people making disparaging remarks about our quarterbacks on this team. Listen, they're on this team for a reason. And Greer and Mike McDaniel decided to burn a roster spot for Skylar Thompson. Let's not forget that. They got some potential in this guy. So let's not overlook and overshadow what potential this guy could possibly have because of the Tua stigma.
Listen, I like Tua, and I wish he was playing. Don't get me wrong. I think Skylar has potential. I just think it's a little quick for a playoff start in his career when he's still learning. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I got.
And you know what? The beautiful part about this, look, because I'm always going to be an optimist about my squad. Because this is about the front of the jersey, not any single player. And I made that known from day one. I'm going to tell you something. You know what Skylar gets is playoff experience, whether we win or lose. And I'm going to tell you something. If I was Mike McDaniel, I would like, look, I would game plan, but I would tell you, go out there and revel in this experience and throw the ball to who's open. Take what the defense gives you. You can't take what's not there. And play our game and see where we end up. That's all.
Okay.
I want to see.
Cap, can you hear us?
He's on mute.
I know you're at the club, Cap. Talk to us. Can you hear us, Cap? Or you're in love? Talk to us. Are you excited? You're already dancing to the game? We can't hear you, Cap.
He bumped that old school. He bumped that big.
Is that Lewis?
That's Cap. Cap for
Cap.
life. Cap, we can't hear you at all. All we're hearing-
That's
Hey,
why.
yo, Cap
Cap
doing whatever he's doing. I spoke with him earlier. Cap feeling it.
He chill. He bumping Biggie, man. He ain't.
All right, so let's get into.
You may have to move. You may have to mute him.
I did. He muted himself. Green Rat, talk to us. How do you feel about Sunday? How do you feel?
Well, earlier today, I was kind of, I don't know, didn't know what I really thought, but then all at once, I kind of felt like the Grinch when he put that big frickin' smile on, and I say, let's fucking go and let's go get this victory.
Okay.
Skyler all the way tonight.
There we go. That's what's up. I like that. I like to hear that. Big Philly. So you mentioned in the private chat, 200 subscribers, no donation necessary. You're giving it away to a lucky subscriber to the channel. Big Philly, talk to us a little bit about it for your 200 subscriber mark.
Somebody say money.
Yeah, bro. I'm giving away a free Big Needle jersey autograph. Custom game cut.
We can barely hear you, Big Philly.
We can barely hear you.
Your audio.
Yo, can you hear me now?
Yeah, much better.
All right, cool. No, so yeah, I'm giving away a Nick Needham custom autograph jersey, JSA certified for free. All that's required is a subscription. So yeah, man, whoever, and this goes with the previous subscribers too. It's the same deal. So basically, everybody has equal shot at winning this jersey.
There we go.
Basically.
No entry necessary. Just subscribe to the channel.
Just subscribe.
Okay, I have a question. So we went through pretty much a civil war the past 2 years. Let's say 3. Let's just throw in, what the hell? We didn't know if it was 3 concussions. Let's just say it was 3 years. So at the end of the day, we're back to what? Arguing just to argue? Because I thought we were arguing about the situation as far as with the entitlement for Tua. But now that Tua's not in the equation right now, why the hell are we still arguing?
Cap, I've been trying to figure that out my damn self. We should be we made the playoffs. Let's be happy.
So I don't understand how people just want to jump ship, not let the man at least have a play under his belt in the playoffs before we put him 6 feet deep.
But Cap, it's not like we have a choice either.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We're gonna have to roll with what we have, and we're gonna have to support whoever's behind the center taking the ball.
Cedric Wilson's the answer for all I
Cedric Wilson is working to come back. I think he was healthy today. Let me check. I think he was healthy today. Let me check.
Hey, I mean, we say that playing around, but if push comes to shove, you better hope that you better hope that Wilson has that arm straightened up.
All right, let me show you guys the injury report that came out today.
I know the Bills are about to clear Micah Hyde.
All right, so Teron Armstead again did not participate. Liam Eichenberg again did not participate. Kendall Lamb tackle with the ankle did not participate. Brandon Shell again with the knee and an ankle. No, I'm reading that wrong. Raheem Morster with a thumb did not participate. Brandon Shell with the knee and ankle did not participate. Tua with the concussion did not participate. Teddy Bridgewater knee and right finger limited. Bradley Chubb with the ankle and ham was limited today. Alec Ingold with his thumb. He's still wearing the club on his hand. He's limited. Jalen Phillips with a toe and a wrist. We got a lot of noise. We got Jalen Phillips with the toe and the wrist. He was limited. Jalen Waddle with the ankle was limited. Cedric Wilson with the hip and groin was limited again today. He was limited yesterday. Kader Kohu, Greg Little, Skylar Thompson, Jeff Wilson were full participants today at practice. And Melvin Ingram is probably just a vet rest. Yeah. And then as far as Buffalo, Isaiah McKenzie with the hamstring was limited, did not participate. Defensive tackle Jordan Phillips with the shoulder did not participate. Safety Jordan Poirier, he was limited today with his knee. Josh Allen with the ankle, he was full participant today. Cam Lewis, cornerback, was a full participant. and guard Roger Saffold doesn't say probably had like a vet rest, and they basically called up today. I think it was Beasley. Beasley was brought up to the 53-man roster. But yeah, everybody, let's welcome FMP. What's going on?
What's going on, guys? Fins up.
What's up?
Welcome.
What's up, FMP?
I just wanted to check in and see if anybody here thinks that after all the hell the Miami Dolphins gone through the season, they're just gonna bend over and not fight this weekend.
Oh no, I think we're fighting. I think our backs are against the wall. We got nothing to lose. We feel confident, but at the same time, we're not scared. This is a playoff game. We got a lot of guys on this roster that have playoff experience. We got a lot of young guys that don't have any experience, but I'm sure Tyreek, Armstead, these guys are in the ear of all these young guys that don't have the experience, and they're gonna come out swinging. They're gonna give it their best shot, and I think we're gonna come up on top with a victory. I'm being honest.
I agree.
I tell you what, if we come up with a victory, Buffalo will. Oh my! You talk about the biggest choke artist.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this will separate the team from Allen. I mean, that's what they really see. All they see is Josh Allen versus the Miami Dolphins. Everyone keeps making it a one player versus a one player game, and it's not, bro. Like, I'm sorry, like collectively, I don't know, man. I see a lot of warriors in our team, man. These guys, I don't see them like backing down at this point, like after all the shit we just went through. And I know think about it. It was 6 years since the last time it was a playoff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. And you know those coaches. I mean, think about all the lineage that we have in the coaching staff. Like, you don't think those guys are getting to those boys' ears? Like, come on, man.
Well, I mean, not even that, bro. We've been having false hope fed to us the past 3 years on one guy, but I can't have false hope on the whole team after what I saw last week.
Right.
I like that.
Exactly.
I like that, Cap.
Exactly.
I will say this: the Jets' defense worries me more than Buffalo's defense. That Jets defense.
I don't want to downplay it. I get what you're saying, but I don't want to downplay it.
That Jets defense hasn't given up a 300-yard passer all year.
Yeah, but then we get into the situation, though. What happens when, okay, say our defense, instead of giving up 6 points, gives up 24 points? Do we have the ability to score more than 24 points? That's where.
No, and I agree. I agree with you on that, but that's why I'm saying we have to control the clock.
Hey, CT, is this team worse than the 2017?
2017?
Yeah, the 1-15 season.
Yeah, it's better than that team.
By the way, what are we complaining about, bro?
Wait, what?
No, I'm bringing up the point that he just said that he was not as afraid of the Bill or the Bills' defense as the Jets' defense, and I'm like, okay, even if you say that, our defense gave up 6. Say they give up 24 against the Bills. Is this offense going to be able to score 24 points running the ball all game long? I don't know if that's.
I don't see that happening.
Getting 9 field goals. You didn't hear that at the beginning of the show?
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you're not going to have time for 9 field goals if you're running the clock out on yourself.
9 field goals and a touchdown.
The only reason why I say control the time of possession is because the more you keep Josh Allen on the sidelines, the better off you are.
Exactly. If we get Josh Allen out on the 3 and outs, if we get him out on 3 and out, and then we control the clock with some solid running, that's how we win the game. And some disciplined play without much penalties. You do a lot of good running. That eats up a lot of clock. And then if we could put, I mean, this is now. I mean, guys. I mean, I don't know. I grew up, and it was always the defense was the Dolphins, bro. The defense was what would show up on the hardest and the most ridiculous games. It was the defense. So I mean, if anybody that really needs to show up, everyone's talking about Skyler and all this, bro. If anything, Chubb, all these guys. I mean, I know they were kind of hurt. We'll see what happens, but like, put some pressure on this guy.
No, we
if you limit Josh Allen, we got this game.
We got to see that pass rush come through. We spent a lot of money on that pass rush.
Hey,
Yeah,
real quick,
I agree,
everybody.
but
Just
defense has to do their job too, bro. There's no way we win this game if the defense doesn't show up. And unfortunately, we know this defense has a history of not showing up on the road.
Yeah, all
Hey,
year.
real quick, everyone,
Yep.
and let me just give a quick update. I dropped the link in the description. It is a free event. Ladies and gentlemen, Miami Sports Music has an official watch party at Vesasur, hosted by none others than myself, Batman 2423 in the house. Cat for Life, I know, is going to be out there. We got Solo D performing at halftime, ladies and gentlemen, with DJ Breezy. It's going to be a lot of fun. Cameron 954 from Tel Greeter is going to be there. It's going to be a great party. Good music, good food, good beers. They should have the special buy one get one on Sunday. We got giveaways. We got a lot of stuff that's going to be as far as giveaways coming up. And it's a free event. All you have to do is go to the link in the description, click on it, take how many tickets you need. It's free. You could ask for as many tickets as you think you need. Friends and family, everybody's welcome. Kids are welcome. So it's a great event, great atmosphere. If you want to come out and support us, the Miami Dolphins, and you want to sit together, we all get to at least be together in the same house, same room, watch the game, and cheer for our Fins. There's no other party at Vesasur, ladies and gentlemen. And again, Vesasur, shout out to Vesasur, sponsor the show. So it's going to be an awesome time. I'm going to be there around 11:50, 11:45. I'm going to start the live show at 12 o'clock, and I'm going to do the first quarter of the game, live stream the first quarter of the game. So everybody's welcome. Again, animals, kids, everybody's welcome to the party. So come on, it's going to be a great time. And I know Cat for Life said he was going to come, so it's going to be a good time.
They're also running specials right now. It's a 4-pack of Born and Raised Dolphins Lager for $8.
I think that was for Tuesday only, but
Friday.
But
no, they were saying it's Fridays for the weekend.
Oh, for the whole weekend. Okay, just if you want to take
they post on there.
for 3 hours. Awesome. Okay.
It's a 4-pack for $8.
4-pack for $8. You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. So yes, let's get back to the conversation. Sorry about that. Let me ask Crazy Dolphin, Mr. Polk.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this game? Don't give me a score prediction. We're gonna get into score predictions in a little bit, about 20 minutes. But how do you feel about this game as a fan?
As a fan, I think that we can we should be able to beat Buffalo. Not by a large margin, because it's definitely gonna be a dog fight. But we should be able to beat Buffalo. But my concern is what somebody brought up a little while ago with that. Will our offense be able to keep up with Buffalo if they score a lot of points on will we be able to keep up with them?
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm positive about this game. I think we're gonna beat Buffalo.
Another thing we have to do is win in special teams. We can't let Buffalo do what they did last week.
And
you mentioned it, Todd. You want to see Tyreek and Waddle back there, punts and kickoffs. I like that. that.
Yeah, but the thing is I get the kickoff thing, or I get the punt thing. But the problem is I mean, let's be honest. On kickoffs, bro, there's maybe one return a game that's not a touchback out of the back of the end zone. So it's kind of like that aspect has kind of been eliminated, you know? It's more
I will say this.
We can get punts, hell yeah, they would be dynamic as fuck.
I will say this on that punt return that Hill went out for last week. You notice how he shanked that punt?
Oh yeah, he did it on purpose. He kicked it out of bounds.
Being back there, yes. Yeah. Just Hill being back there, it messed him up.
It's gonna mind bleed.
I think he kicked it out of bounds on purpose. It went out of bounds at like the 25-yard line, and he kicked it 50 yards. So it's not like he shanked a 20-yard punt. He boomed it. He just kicked the shit out of bounds because he's like, hell no, I ain't kicking a Tyreek.
So, Mr. Polk, so he's on the injury report. He was supposed to have surgery on Monday, I believe it was.
He had surgery.
We don't have confirmation. I haven't heard yet.
I heard he had it. I heard he had it.
McDaniel said that he was having surgery on Tuesday.
Hold on. Who has the noise in the background? Who has all the noise in the background?
So
somebody's driving right now?
Yeah.
No, the car is driving by the house.
I was saying though, you remember Batman? He said that he was having surgery on Tuesday.
Yeah,
That's what
like
Mike
he
McDaniel did.
mentioned it, but we haven't heard anything. The surgery went well. I mean, is he okay? I mean, we haven't heard an update. Like we heard he was supposed to have surgery
the
that
Miami
night.
Dolphins might have learned their lesson after the Tua thing and people leaking that he was supposedly on stage 3 or stage 4 when he wasn't even past stage 2, because stage 3 he can go on the field at practice. So even if they said he was in stage 3, he wasn't even in stage 3. He at most was in stage 2. So whoever that information came from was false.
That's part of the conspiracy. I mean, I believe Tua could be in stage 4 right now, but I think the NFL stepped in and basically told the Dolphins he's not going to play. So
what about next week? If we advance, does the NFL keep him out next week also? Make it more obvious?
But even then, though, we should hear something about
going to let the
stage
Bills
4.
win so they don't have to deal with this bullshit till next year.
Oh, wow. You're saying conspiracy. That's what you're saying.
Nah, the refs are going to come out there and screw us over because they want the Bills to win because of poor Damar Hamlin. And I get it. Hey, I'm glad he's okay and whatever, but they want to give him some sympathy points, let him fucking beat up on the Dolphins and go to the Super Bowl. Come on, man. You don't think there's sympathy points in that bullshit for them?
Hey, and that's why we got to play a clean game, like no penalties. All those pre-snap penalties, bro.
Let's go.
Hey, Cap. Irving's asking if you still need a ride for Sunday.
What? Freaking 8 months later, Irving? Thanks a lot.
Oh shit! Hey, you know he ducks too, Cap. You know that from Big Philly and I. Why does it not surprise you he was ducking returning your call?
Bro, yeah, man. Freaking, I already copped the hoopty and everything.
Nah, y'all get on Irving talking about ducking. I'll leave my boy Irving alone. Leave Snapper Dundee.
Man, that man playing duck goose, big guy.
Leave Snapper Dundee alone.
Let's go, Cap. Tell him.
Wild.
So that means that we as far as running backs go, we're gonna be Jeff Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
And
Which by the way, Jeff Wilson, he didn't play at Buffalo because he was injured, and he wasn't here for week 2 because he wasn't on the team. So they haven't seen Jeff Wilson yet. And if Jeff Wilson can get back to form, Mr. Polk.
Oh no, I know. I see. He runs like a madman. But who's gonna be the second back?
It's gonna be Ahmed.
Ahmed.
Yeah,
Okay.
And from what I've heard is, and I forgot who said it on what platform, but their idea is if in an emergency situation they'll be using what's his name? Ingold. They're going to be using Ingold. No, Gaskin is still on IR. Gaskin's not able to return this week.
Hey, guys.
The emergency back is supposed to be.
Hey, Tom Hood. So you're telling me there's a chance?
There's a chance.
Oh, wow. Look at this. Look at
So
this.
you tell me there's a chance?
The Colts interviewed Eric Bieniemy. Jim Irsay tweets that they've just completed their interview with Chiefs OC for head coaching opening.
Rooney Rule.
Saturday?
I'm just saying, it's like Eric Bieniemy. There's a lot of people that they talk bad about him, saying that he doesn't know how to interview or he doesn't choose to do interviews with other teams. And the fact that he's gotten permission and he's doing interviews that's pretty cool.
That's important, though, if you guys think about it. Where is he specializing in the offensive side, but also in the passing game? And guess what the Colts lack completely? A passing game. So it makes sense. It makes sense why they would interview him for sure.
Yeah, and yet he's a former running back, so he knows the running game too.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
But, the thing about this week, I think it's going to come down to our O-line, the way they play. We're so banged up, we're going to be seeing players in there that we're not used to seeing on a regular basis in certain spots.
Is it official on Armstead?
No.
Nah, Shell is out. Shell is out for this game. He's not coming back.
Maybe
he has a knee injury, and they said that he hasn't practiced at all, and he's pretty much out.
And Lamb might be out too.
It's going to be either Greg Little or Lamb playing right tackle. And if Armstead doesn't play, who in the hell's playing left tackle? Even if they move Robert Hunt over to right tackle, who in the hell is going to play right guard?
They're gonna put Greg Little. They're gonna put Greg Little.
Oh my God! If we are playing, there is no way we're gonna.
I'm telling
play.
you, CT,
Oh my
you heard it here first. Greg Little will be
my
your starting
God.
left tackle. I'm telling you.
So we're gonna be going with Greg Little, Robert Jones, Connor Williams. Who's playing right guard? Which shitty offensive lineman is gonna play right?
Eichenberg
You might have to
playing
put Dieter. Eichenberg is hurt right now.
Hunt.
So
Hunt will be right tackle.
No,
Hunt's gonna be right tackle.
gonna play right tackle. They changed him to
No,
right
he's
tackle at the end of the Jets game, bro.
Yeah, he played. He
Right
finished the
tackle
game.
at the end of the Jets game. So again, it's going to be Dieter and then Robert Hunt. Oh fuck, we're fucking screwed.
And Robert-
Fuck right there, Jose. I already fucking said fuck more times than we're going to score tomorrow.
So whose defensive front is more tougher, the Jets or the Bills?
Oh goodness.
The Bills are banged up right now. The Bills are banged up, but
That's what I'm saying, bro. If we have a banged up O-line, we still came through with the defense in the Jets game.
But they were banged up too when we played them in Buffalo. Their D-line was banged up.
No, their secondary was shot to crap, but now they're healthy. But
their D-line, no, Poyer's still up in the air, but their D-line, Phillips was out, and I believe another player. I know Miller's first game
Michael
out
Hyde.
too. No, I'm talking about their front four. They were hurt, and we had Armstead, right? We had Armstead for that game.
basically, their whole team was out.
Yeah,
Their defensive whole team was out.
I'm not gonna downplay that, but no, I mean they still had cheating ass. What's his name? Tre'Davious White holding people all game, but that's a story for another day. That's a story for
Matt Milano.
We gotta no. I don't want to say that's a story for another day. We gotta talk about this because and I've talked to multiple people about this across multiple teams. Okay, because Big Philly on his show, he brings up other guys from other teams too, and we've been on other platforms. This fucking holding shit, defensive holding shit this year for the NFL and refs has been absolutely atrocious. And I swear to God, NFL, if you assholes are listening, please emphasize one of the 5 things you emphasize every year. Please let one of them be defensive holding, because it's not just the Dolphins. There was a Baltimore Ravens fan that talked about it. There was a Denver Bronco fan that's talked about it. There are teams across the league bitching about the defensive holding non-calls. Please fix it.
And the only way to stop Tyreek is being held. Tyreek's been held so many times I can't count.
No, I'm gonna tell you who's been held a lot. It's Jalen Phillips.
That's what I'm getting at.
Jalen Phillips.
It's not just Tyreek and us. It's everybody across the league.
Every
Fans
game
in the
I've
house.
watched the Dolphins play, Jalen
Going
Phillips
on?
has been held big time. Jalen Phillips.
Hey, my brother
Mr. Polk,
Joey,
Mr. Polk, I can concur with you with that. Dating back, if you go back and watch the film, Detroit Lions. If I'm gonna tell you something, if they would have thrown flags, they would have been throwing flags the whole game on whoever was guarding who else was in front of Jalen Phillips, because he should have had 5 sacks that game.
At least.
Thank you.
It wasn't for the holding.
Crazy.
At least.
Somebody about to get a face. So they lucky I wasn't at the game. They lucky I wasn't at the game. Somebody get a face full of fucking $10 beer.
$10 beer where?
Hey, my brother Joey Relax came out here. He said prediction for this weekend: Buffalo 46, Miami 3. My brother has no faith whatsoever.
Ouch.
That's
No
crazy.
faith.
I don't think it's gonna be like that.
I agree. One other thing with what I heard you say, Batman, we got to hit him in the mouth early.
Yeah, we have to. We have to. Oh, by the way, I just got news. I didn't know about this. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle become the 4th pair of teammates in NFL history to combine for 3,000 receiving yards or more. They got 3,066 yards. 4th teammates to do that.
Who are the other ones?
3.
I don't have the other 3 right now in front of me. I could Google it, but I don't have the other 3. Let me
I don't
Google
know,
it.
was the Marx Brothers one of those?
Man, look, I'm statted out, man. You can tell me another statistical category if you want. It don't mean shit to me right now. Just give me the win.
Who was that, Cat?
Hey, Batman.
Yeah.
Hey, when we were in the Twitter Spaces, and the topic came up about how Skylar Thompson didn't do this, and he didn't do this, he didn't do this, he didn't do this. What was your perspective on? I mean, really. I mean, what in reality, what can our expectations really be against our third string quarterback with our first string offense, receivers, linemen, everybody in a week to really get a feel and feel comfortable making throws and and executing the offense against a number 3, a number 2, number 1 defense in the league. Like, this is what I get with these freaking millennials that don't know how to quantify or contextualize things. That's why I wish they would stay out of our spaces. That's what I mean. Look, I respect everybody and love everybody, but until you have an education and understand how to contextualize and quantify information, you're not on the same level as everybody else.
What
Like
the
everybody
hell's going
else
on
is
in
in
these
it.
spaces, bro?
Everybody else, everybody else is in the 12th grade. You're in the 5th grade. Like
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Mountie, it's that bad over there?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Because see, I'm gonna tell you something. If you look at the all 22, yeah, it was some throws that he could have made, but you know what? I'm glad. Sometimes, like when I used to coach my guys when I coached football. Sometimes the best throw is the ones you don't make. You don't try to make, because when you try to make, disaster strikes. A tip, a pick. And I get it. You're gonna get sometimes. You're gonna get some that go the other way. But when you see that crap, listen. Okay, take what the defense gives you and punt the ball and play field position.
Hey, so real quick. So remember, you guys were asking me about the 3,000-yard receiver. So, 1995, the Lions, Herman Moore and Brett Perriman, they had 3,174. The 2000 Rams with Torrey Holt and Isaac Bruce, they had 3,106. And the 2014 Broncos, Demarius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders had 3,023. So technically, right now, the Dolphins are number 3. They're
Third.
number 3. Yeah, they're third over those 4.
Yeah, and I want to piggyback on what Monty said, because I think that the way for Skylar to come in and play the way he did, to me, and I could be wrong for saying this. Well, no, I'm not gonna say I'm wrong for saying this. This is my opinion anyway. I think Skylar did as good as he can do for a rookie to come in and try to lead our team to a victory. So let's not be too hard on him, because you gotta keep one thing in mind. He is a rookie. But I will say this: I think down the road, I'm hoping that it's still with the Dolphins, that he has potential to be a good quarterback to me. And I'm glad he's on our roster, and I hope that we keep him on our roster and develop him, because I think he's going to be a good quarterback. But he's going to make rookie mistakes, and he is making rookie mistakes. But don't criticize him and say he's trash, because I've seen a lot of that, and I disagree with that totally.
Amen, Jose. Amen.
All right, Mr. Paul, somebody, an old schooler, original OG that knows the game, that understands, that's been following us, that understands that, look, he's going to see. Sometimes rookie mistake is not the ones that they turn the ball over. It's sometimes the throws they don't make. And I get it. The throws they don't make, but it doesn't turn into a turnover that puts us in a behind the sticks. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't, and I get that. I totally respect that.
There's a difference between playing like trash and playing young, and he's just playing young.
Exactly.
He's young.
Exactly.
And you wait, and you wait till, and I'm gonna tell you something. It's one thing that he's gonna get that Tua's never had is playoff experience.
Yeah. That's the part that hurts the most, but you're right. That's the part. That's the part that hurts the most.
That's reality,
Yeah.
though, man.
So stop trashing the man, and then for Coach McDaniels and the other staff to select him out of Kansas State. I mean, when they did that, and I went back and look at his days with Kansas State, I said this man is in college, and he's showing potentials to be a professional quarterback in the NFL. You can see it.
Hey, Mr.
I'm not
Hey,
saying
Mr.
it's going
Pope.
to transfer
I
to
agree.
the NFL,
I
but
agree.
you can see it.
And Mr. Pope, there's one thing I can comment to that is just the fact that you look at the talent. First of all, those of us who understand how the draft works and how the transition goes from the collegiate level to the NFL. A lot of that is politics.
That's funny.
It's politics.
Mm-hmm.
It's politics in a lot of things that you really can't really control per se. And those of us who understand it's about conference, who you played against, who you are. Like it's politics. But you tell me anybody that was in Kansas State, especially on the offensive side of the ball, how many people are in the league right now? And if you put Tua in Kansas State, will he get drafted?
Yeah, but again,
that's a good one.
Again, this is my argument. You know my argument.
Did you ever look at Skyler's numbers at Kansas State? Really?
Okay, how many receivers?
very good.
How many receivers? How many receivers? How many receivers? Look at his offense,
rushing
dude.
numbers. Greenrat, look at his rushing numbers.
Again, listen, I'm gonna say it like this.
And look at Tua's numbers in Alabama, the number one school in the country, where you got 4 offensive receivers that are number 1 draft picks.
But
high
again,
draft picks everywhere.
I go back to saying this, Mountie, though, but Tua was recruited there because of what he was as a talent as far as coming out of high school.
Okay, Batman. I lived in Hawaii for 20 years.
I know that.
Okay.
I'm saying Skyler would have been good too if he was talented just like
Mecca
Tua in high
Maliki
school.
Maka.
And again, not every player that's great gets an opportunity like that. I understand. But you're not gonna sit here and tell me that Tua was deserving of that. I mean, he came into the league. I mean,
I did not say that. I never said that. But he came into the best situation of any collegiate quarterback in NCAA history.
But that's not his fault.
Who's had that many weapons around him in collegiate NCAA history?
I get it, but that's not his fault. That's not his fault.
It's not. But how do you properly assess a guy who's got Ruggs, Devontae Davis, Waddle, Judy?
In high school, in his previous years when he didn't have all that.
When he was in high school, first of all, he played high school. He played high school
recruited to play at Alabama.
Okay, CT. First of all, he played high school. He played high school here.
Subject again already.
He played high school here. Look, June Jones had a lot to do with his recruitment. Trust me. I know. Because most guys that have a shot, they go to pros or a Division I school in the mainland. They go to Bishop Gorman. He was in St. Louis, which is basically the number 2 high school in Hawaii for football. Either it's Bishop Gorman, either it's St. Louis or Punahou or Kahuku. They're known for football.
Anything to do with if he didn't perform there, that he wouldn't have been recruited to Alabama.
Listen, I'm not saying I'm not doubting his skill set, especially at this point. It's his durability. I don't care if you're the most accurate passer in NFL history, but if you made like the gingerbread man, then it's no place for you in the league.
I don't disagree with that, but I just think it's funny because, you know, we come to a situation where this year, because of concussions, which again aren't repeatable, even if we say he goes into the off season and he gets 8 months of rest, you know, brain heals, whatever, that everybody assumes just because he had 2 concussions this year that every single year that's what you're going to get. Now, if we want to have the conversation about all the finger injury or the rib injury or whatever, then you can talk about that part. But that's where, again, I agree. If we see it next year and it's not a concussion thing, but it's oh, my finger, this
The
or
small
that,
injury thing. Yeah, like a nagging injury type of thing. Yeah.
But to have the conversation about the concussion thing is ridiculous. That's my.
Well, one thing is, I just wanted to make clear, and Batman, and probably some of you on the panel known since I've been following Batman. I've known this kid since he was younger. Him and his brothers and his 2 sisters. Like, look. I don't doubt his skill set, but his being able to stay on the field. Look, you can be the biggest arm, the strongest arm, the most accurate and acuity passer in NFL history. But if you can't keep yourself healthy to where you can stay on the field and exude that, then look, where are we? Where are we?
Yeah, look, listen, I agree with Tua. Look, listen, I agree with that. Tua has definitely durability concerns, and if he's not on the field, he can't produce. And then, you know,
good, Irv.
Somebody got.
What do my guy?
You know, and a lot of that, and I don't know if a lot of you, some of you, I don't know, a lot of you that going to college, you graduated college. Dude, that's like saying, okay, 120 credit hours is required for a full baccalaureate degree, but you got 80 and you didn't finish yet. So what's the deal?
But anyways, like, listen, I get it, but the guy graded as a top 10 quarterback this season. I mean, he's been basically top 5 in multiple categories this season. As far as his film goes, I mean, the guy has improved in multiple categories that we have had concerns about him, and he's checked off every box. And I just think the only thing that he has to prove is, you know, he's got to improve his play in December, and he's got to stay healthy on the field. I have no concerns about Tua in terms of his ability. And you want to talk about Skylar Thompson. You know, Skylar Thompson, you look at his film, he needs a lot of work in his game, his mechanics, his fundamentals. I do like his skill set. I think he has enough to be a talented, you know, backup in this league, maybe even a starter. But you got to give him time. The guy needs reps. He you know, he's not ready yet. But at the same time, I hope for his success against Buffalo, and hopefully he plays well. But I don't think he's ready yet to have, you know, really carry a full load on offense yet. I think that Miami needs to, you know, focus on having a mostly dominant run game in this game. What I mean, they have to focus on running the football. That's the best friend for a young quarterback, and then maybe use some play action to kind of like, you know, get the linebackers to bite on the run fake, and maybe give the ball to Waddle, maybe on a crosser or some sort of drag routes. Maybe use some rub routes in between. You know, use something to get him comfortable. You know, maybe use some underneath, you know, short routes to try to get him comfortable. And I think that he needs to do a better job of just using his legs whenever he breaks the pocket. Like whenever the pocket collapses on him, just step up into your throws. Or if not, if you see everything's covered downfield, don't force anything. Use your legs to get some extra yards, you know, and get the chains moving. And just take what the defense gives you.
Let's properly work on Irving and Crypto. Sorry about that, man. Let's properly work on Irving and Crypto.
Irv Gotti, I respect you. I respect you totally. I respect your take with Just Cause. I really do. I really do.
Yeah. Yep. I appreciate it.
By the way, like I had to step away for a second because like so Master at Work made a video and he tagged me in it. So I'm like, oh crap. So I was like, he tagged a bunch of Dolphin fans, but now he made a nice Tua tribute, Miami Dolphins tribute for the season video. Pretty impressive, not gonna lie. I thought it was like him clowning on us as a fan base, but shout out to Master at Work. Pretty impressive. Very good job. Very good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
And,
said
and
he
my
might
thing,
do something like that.
What up, Crypto? What's going
and
on,
my
man?
thing is,
What's going on?
my
Hey,
thing is, I'm not bad mouthing Tua, and at the same time, I said it before and I said it again.
Dude.
My
Skylar
leg.
Thompson, to me, he is the rookie quarterback, and he's
What up,
gonna
big
make
dog?
rookie mistake, but at the end of the day, I still think he has the potential to be a NFL quarterback.
Hey, Batman, get my shit made out of here. Get Crypto out of here. Get him out.
Why? What happened?
Okay, I'm
Get
coming
him
at
out. Okay, dude.
Hey, but I
you.
wanted
I'm
to
coming
address,
for you. I'm coming for you.
oh shit. Oh yeah, but I wanted to address Skyler as well. I think when back when he was in K-State, he also suffered his own injury issues. You know, he kind of got bit by the injury bug, and also the season too. Like he suffered some nagging injuries too. So it'll be very important for the Dolphins offensive line to do a better job of protecting him than they did the last game. I think the offensive line played their worst game of the season last game against the Jets. They got to be better up front because most likely they're gonna have to be dealing with the likes of Ed Oliver, Jordan Phillips. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a test for them up front. So they got to play better than they played against the Jets. I know Quinnen Williams. You know he's an All-Pro and you know he commands double teams. I get that, but you know Connor Williams. You know the guys up front, Liam Eichenberger, Robert Jones. They got to play better up front, and it's gonna be really hard without you know your right tackle, your starting right tackle. You know that Austin Jackson's down, now Brandon Shell's down. So you got to do a better job up front protecting your quarterback. Give him some time to throw, man, and you got to do better up front and help this run game, help open up the running lanes to create some opportunities from the run game. So that's what I want to see in this game. Pardon the sounds outside.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Pope.
Yes.
Hey, man, listen, you are OG. You're original OG. So you've seen the evolution of us from early ages to now. So I mean, not that I don't value everybody else's opinion, but like you see things from a topographical view, like you see things from an old school view. So I really value your opinion, sir.
Well, with me, the thing is, I'm learning. I'm trying. Like I said, I am old school, where mostly you're using your vision. You're sitting there watching the game. You're sitting there watching video. You're watching kids coming out of college playing at their schools, and that's how you know from old school. That's how you how should I put it? That's how you see the game. That's how you see the players. And with me, I'm trying to learn the new school, which is stats and what have you. But I will say this about our Miami Dolphins as of right now. Roster-wise, this is one of the best rosters I've seen in a long time. There's so much young talent on this team.
100%.
The thing that scares me the most is that we're not utilizing these guys. Some of these guys are can be developed into star players, but we got to utilize them. And I'm going to say something that's controversial, but I'm going to say it anyway. When you look at a guy like Channing Tindall, go back and look at the film on him. I know he's still a rookie, he's still developed, but he's a linebacker that was not mainly used to stay with wide receivers and tight ends and even other and running backs coming out of school. His thing in school was he was sometimes mirroring the quarterback and he was also used mainly to rush the line, to get in the backfield and be disruptive to the quarterbacks, running backs, or any other players back there. But he's, to me, he's not being utilized like he should. So that's just my opinion. I could be wrong about that, but it's like I said, it's a certain way everybody looks at the game, and you have to respect any and everybody.
And I'll say this, like we were talking about that today. We were talking about the topic of Channing Tindall. It was a hot topic today, and there's somebody out there. I don't know who, but a lot of people in this fan base have been pushing this narrative about Channing Tindall that he just basically can't comprehend football, or his IQ level is low, or he can't read the playbook. And I'm hearing these ridiculous things. What I've been told is that the Dolphins want him to put on some weight. And I think, he's listen, there's linebackers out there that are slim, and he runs a 4.4 speed. And we brought I think it was Dean. Shout out to Dean. I know he doesn't come on YouTube, but shout out to Dean. I don't take credit when people say these things. So he was talking about the what's his linebacker from San Francisco, the Beast. What's his name? Drawing a blank. No, their linebacker in San Francisco, the best middle linebacker in the league.
I know what you're talking about.
God, Jesus Christ, I'm drawing a blank.
Oh boy, I know
the guy that broke up the first pass that Tua tried to throw.
Yes, what's his name? Jesus Christ, the highest paid middle linebacker in the league. So Fred Warner, thank you, King Mill. Fred Warner. Yeah, Fred Warner, he has that blazing speed. When he was asked to put on weight, he put on 20 pounds of muscle, I think, over the summer, 15 pounds of muscle. The guy still has the speed, and it helps him, right? I think the Dolphins want him to put on some weight. And again, look at Jalen Phillips. Jalen Phillips was always a big guy coming into the league. He's a big dude. The year 1, year 2 transformation, and with that lean muscle he added to himself, was just insane. And I think a Tindall with a proper offseason of just purely working out, he's going to get that. And next season, you can argue for a starting role. We were talking about today, obviously, something that a lot of us have wanted in this community. I know Mountie has been talking about this, and Alex, Renee Diaz. A lot of guys in this community have been talking about the ability of putting a 4-3 defense, right? For the future for this team, right? And we were looking at, I know a lot of us, we like Raekwon Davis, right? But Zach Zeiler's a monster. He's a beast. He's another animal. And he's up for getting paid as well. And he finished 5th in the league in defensive lineman as far as tackles. And that's insane. And we got number 1. We got Christian Wilkins, number 1 in the league. So it's like, you ask yourself, the Finns are in a situation where they got to pay both, if not one. They got to pay these guys, right? And we just finished paying Bradley Chubb, right? 114, 120 something million. And it puts us in a situation, we're talking about Agba, bringing him back, moving Raekwon over a little bit. Just different scenarios that we were talking about. Adding another middle linebacker. We're talking about I think it was EM. He was talking about the middle linebacker from I think it was what team was he on? I forgot his name right now. But we were talking about different middle linebackers to bring into this team, moving guys over. We might lose Van Ginkel, ladies and gentlemen. We might lose him in free agency, but like we're talking about different scenarios, right? We want some infused talent into this linebacking unit, and obviously with Tindall coming next season with a little bit more weight, I think that's going to help tremendously. I like the idea of. I know Von Joe's going to hate me for this one. I know you're listening, Von Joe. I like Landon Roberts. I think he's a solid backup. I don't think he should be starting in this team. I think we all agree on that. But he is a solid backup. He's a solid backup for this team. I mean, he gets paid like a backup. The only difference is he's starting. So I like him. I mean, like, again, we have so much potential, like Mr. Punk was saying. Like, you look back, and at least in my time of watching the Dolphins, right? We have so much talent on this team, whether it's young talent or rookies, whatever, veterans. we have one of the best rosters on paper that I have ever seen as a Dolphin fan.
Yeah.
And it's a tragedy, like how the season went, because of the talent that we have on this roster. And granted, guys got injured throughout the season. Things happen. It's the NFL. It happens all the time. But it just felt like it happened more than any other year for us. And CT has been harping on this for a very long time, even in the Devontae Parker days. We have an issue. We have an issue, whether it's strength and conditioning coaches or anybody as far as the staff. Things have to change. I don't know if we did a turnover from Brian Flores, a team that he had, and we kept it with McDaniel, but something needs to change. It's not all on the players, but like we got to figure out what the hell is going on as far as the conditioning, the strength and conditioning, people dealing with the injuries. That staff, was it a turnover from Brian Flores, or this is a brand new staff? Because regardless, they're both pretty bad. But this year, we took a hit in the mouth, and things need to change. And again, it's more than that needs to change, but that is something that nobody really talks about but CT in this fan base. And we brought that up today on Twitter. We were bringing that up. We were talking about that today. And it's something that needs to be said. And every channel, every platform out there should be talking about it. And again, I'm not trying to call out here to fire people, but something needs to change because whatever we have is not working. It's not working. Can we all agree?
No, it's you telling the truth, Batman, because on another platform, me and CT, I brought that up to CT, and he was saying the same thing, and it's facts. It's like
I love you guys. Change the subject because I don't want to go off on that bullshit. That's gonna piss me off.
You should.
I go off on it all the time, bro, and it doesn't matter. The Dolphins have their organization.
Listen, we got 53 in the room right now. Hit the like button, and you're about to hear the truth right now. CT, let everybody know.
I mean, you get to the point where I understand the business side is you have affiliations with hospitals and whatever, and I get it. But at the same time, we can go back from Chad Pennington to Sage Rosenfeld. Both of them had shoulder issues. We can go from when Mike Wallace had hamstring issues. Then we go to Devontae Parker. He had hamstring issues. They couldn't properly diagnose a broken rib by Tua last year. We can talk about the Will Fuller situation, but I digress. We can also talk about this situation with Byron. Yeah, I do believe Byron played a Will Fuller 2.0. We pissed him off in the offseason. He said, fuck you, I'm going to have the surgery, kiss my ass, I'm not going to play this year. But you go across all these reoccurring injuries. Yeah, Xavier Howard for 3 years has had growing injuries. Bro, in the offseason, you find him an exercise prescription, say, hey, let's strengthen your quads, let's strengthen your hamstrings, let's strengthen your growing, depending on whoever it was. Let's have balance on both sides of the the protagonist and antagonist muscle. So you're not pulling these muscles as often, or it should eliminate them. And yet it seems that the same people have the same injuries year in and year out. So what are you doing in the offseason? The only person I will give credit to, and I'm a Tua is Tua. Tua's been rehabbing his hip for 3 years. 2 of those years was him getting back to full health. This year was him, this offseason was focusing on strengthening his body overall, getting his mechanics down, playing the game better. He's done that. But then my question is again, if he's able to do it, but he's doing it, and I hate to say this because it's going to piss off a lot of people, but he's doing it with he's doing it with the strength and conditioning staff of the Miami Dolphins during the season, and Nick Hicks, in the offseason or whatever. Who's the one that seems to have given improvement more to Nick to Tua Tagovailoa? Nick Hicks or this medical staff?
I think it's KP. I agree. To me, I think
everybody. Let's welcome Ron. Let's welcome KP. Everybody.
What's up? I'm just saying.
What's up, fellas? What's going on?
You guys can take it for what you want. You guys can take it for what you want. It's just one man's opinion, but maybe at least again, if you think about this, it should worry you deeply because these are the guys taking care of these athletes.
Oh, Batman, I got something to say about that,
Talk to
Batman.
him.
That's why I
Because
called
he's
in,
right.
Batman. Two things, guys. Look, number one, we're the only team in the NFL that plays in a subtropical climate. Why do I bring that up, right? Because we are a team that is supposed to be built on speed. Big guys always struggle down here in this climate from the high school level to the college level, all the way through the professional level. And it takes a certain kind of conditioning, right, to maintain yourself and stay healthy in this climate. Number two, with the NFL moving away from the physicality over the past 10 to 15 years, as the rules have changed, that actually hurts us in preparation. Shula's teams were elite in defense and in conditioning. And he ran until the Marino age, Shula's teams won for those two factors. Why? Because Shula ran the hell out of his guys in the summer until they adapted. And even then, our offensive line was more mobile than it was huge and strong and overwhelming, right? Miami is a place where if you're going to win, it's got to be built on speed, mobility, and just outright toughness. The Jimmy Johnson Miami Hurricanes teams prove that to a T. There's a certain formula that wins down here in South Florida. Okay?
Tampa Bay is a little bit
just what
different
it
because of
is.
the humidity. Yeah, Tampa Bay is a little bit different because it does get colder a little bit up there than it does here, and the humidity level here is crazy. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Even it could change anywhere from here to Palm Beach. Like it just changes. Miami, I don't know.
It's a different thing. Listen, if you listen to Eric Fisher's comment when we signed him, I talked about this on another show. When we first signed Eric Fisher said out of his own mouth that he's a Midwestern guy. He made that a point to say that. And I found it interesting that he brought that up only because I believe that this is possibly a guy who would have signed with us earlier. And I think this happens more than we know. Big O linemen who are talented, they don't want to play down here in this climate, man. It's an extra burden. It's an extra physical challenge that they're going to have to overcome. So it is what it is.
But only to an extent, though. See,
Right.
yeah, the initial aspect absolutely fucking sucks. But in reality, it takes you 3 to 4 weeks for your body to acclimate. If
Yeah.
you're telling me if you're not willing to get in here, get signed, it's the same thing with what's his name, the center
Javon.
that we almost signed. Thank God we didn't because he had no desire to play either. The whole point is if you're
You talking
not
about
willing
Lindsley?
Lindsley from Green Bay?
no, not Lindsley. The other one, the one that we tried to sign this offseason, he was a veteran, and he was like, "Oh, I don't really."
You're talking about J.C. Treader.
Oh, yeah, the guy, J.C. Treader. Yeah, J.C. Treader didn't want to come down here for those same reasons.
Yeah,
Right.
he didn't want to come down and put the 3 or 4 weeks in for his body to fucking adapt because he's a veteran. He was like, "Nah, screw this. I'm not doing training camp anymore. Screw you. I don't want to go through that grind." But the thing is like you said, Mr. Paul, that's where again it is important. And whoever said, I think it was KP that said, it's a different beast playing here. But the thing is once your body becomes adapt to it, you still have to push yourself. You still have to improve yourself physically, cardiovascularly. But the difference is when those guys have to come here, you have to be so fucking in shape that it is miserable for them. And you're still tip-top ready to go from first quarter to fourth. That's part of your job as a professional athlete. And that's where when John Embry called out Hunter Long about, whether he had the wherewithal to be a professional player. Oh, wait, we heard that same shit about Devontae Parker when Aronde Gadsden tried to give him advice on how to be a professional and take care of his body. And Devontae Parker was like, "Nah, fuck you, I'm good." It's these guys who don't take being a professional seriously. They treat the NFL like a 9-to-5 job when the NFL is not a 9-to-5 job.
Here's the thing, though. On every roster, you're going to have a certain percentage of the players who take on that attitude, right? Who aren't going to be the leaders, who are going to be the ones who stay in the back of the line, right? And because of the unique challenge that our climate presents to our team, that percentage is going to be a little bit higher. And I think that's where it catches up to us at the end of the season, where our players are breaking down.
Because Mr. KP, the difference I have with that is where my gripe with the strength and conditioning staff is especially if it comes down on coaches as well, is make your expectations known and then have the strength and conditioning staff give your guys prescribed exercise to accomplish your goals. And if you're not doing that, then it doesn't matter what the player wants. It's not what the player, oh, I'm going to put extra work in. If they want to put extra work in, great. But if they're going to treat it like a 9-to-5 job, you have to set a goal and make them fucking stick to it. And if they can't stick to it, a la Panky and all these guys who are always overweight and shit for us, hey, if you can't cut it, then I'll cut you. Period. That's all it should be.
I agree. It boils down to professionalism.
Well, that's what Art Shell and Jimmy Johnson did.
Yeah. It does boil down to
if you're not willing to put the work in for your body, why in the hell are you going to put the work in for this team? You won't even do it for yourself. Why would I think you're willing to do it for your teammates? And if you're that type of player, I don't want you on my roster.
And also, guys, let me point this out. Look at the money that we're fucking giving them.
Well, yeah, that's it. My only point, though, is that the burden of professionalism in that specific area, right, is going to be heightened with a team like Miami under these conditions. Big guys who may be talented and otherwise really effective offensive linemen, there's going to be a higher percentage. It may just be fractional. It may just be one extra guy who's going to get more hurt than they would on another team, is what I'm saying. But it seems like it's a pattern with us, you know?
But that's also part of the medical. But let me say this real quick. It's a quick point. That's also a failure on the medical staff when they do conditioning shit with them and they do workouts and shit with them. If you're not pushing them hard enough in your workouts to know whether or not they're going to be successful in this climate, given the workload that you're going to put on their bodies as well as them mentally, then that's your failure in your evaluation process. Period.
No, CT, I agree with you probably 98%. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not far from your position at all. You know?
All right. So on this as an upside that we are facing this situation, I believe that the people that we have now with like Mike McDaniels trying to change this offense into something, that's like the only upside with this. You know what I mean? Am I right? With Mike McDaniel coming in here and giving us a high-powered offense, that's the upside to this, though, right? Or no?
Yes and no, because yes, he's bringing a passing offense that's prolific, that's very good. But the problem is if you understand what it takes, whether it's in Miami or elsewhere, how do you wear down a team?
There it
run
is.
The fucking ball. You run the fucking ball.
You run the ball.
And the thing
I get that.
We get away from it so often, and then it's like, yeah, these guys, they can run forever. They're all in cardiovascular shit. They can jog and run after each other, whatever. But where the difference in lies is those who are not only conditioned, but they, again, keyword physicality, have the physicality to maintain that level from quarter number 1 to quarter number 4. And that's part of strength and conditioning.
Consider the times when we've seen successful Miami Dolphins offenses. Typically, up until this point, it's been, except for the Marino years, the Ricky Williams, the Ronnie Browns, the J.J. Ajayi's. And when do those backs get their big yards? When the other team is worn out in the fourth quarter, right? That's because the climate works to our advantage. Again, Shula's success was tied into being successful early on in the year when it was hottest, and his teams would outlast the other team. And we won.
And it comes down to, again, like what I was trying to say, though, is this is where people misunderstand it, is they can run after your receivers all day long. If you're throwing the ball and you're missing passes and all that, that's different than them having to run to the ball and then tackle a 250-pound back trying to knock their ass out, a la Wilson and Mostert. That's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's not the sexiest model in today's NFL, like you pointed out. So
how sexy
that's
it is. Win
Well,
ugly as hell. If we win, I don't give a shit.
I hear about you, CT, but what about Ross and the folks who want to sell the tickets to the NFL fans who want to see, the big scores? This is where there's some tension.
But if your team is winning, where you're going to sell more Tua jerseys than everybody else than if you're just trying to do the high fucking profile passing offense, but you're still losing.
No, I agree.
Herbert.
I agree with you, CT.
Herbert.
Yep. I agree. I agree. I'm a more conservative guy when it comes to my approach to football. I like to grind it out. I like to be dominant in the trenches, and I like to run the ball. That's just me personally, right?
Because we're old school. That's
Right,
the
right.
difference.
We win in the trenches.
They want it. The new school wants it like Madden. They want to play Madden, and every play's a 90-yard touchdown. That's not how real football works.
Okay, listen,
that is real football. That's what's going on now.
That is what's going on now, Crypto. You are right. But see, you know what? This reflects upon the whole debate with Tua. When you talk to Tua's most ardent supporters, and I hate to go back there,
I was going to go there
on statistics. They go to the statistics as the proof that he is what they say he is. But statistics without context means meaningless. Statistics confirm what you've seen, whether good or bad, but they don't determine whether you're good or bad, right? We're putting the horse before the carriage before the horse, in a sense. Well, we just use statistics to say Tua's one of the greatest quarterbacks in the NFL this year. There's a lot of empty yards between the 20s, y'all. But the ultimate statistic is wins and losses, particularly at the end of the season. And we saw how that worked out this season. And this is a big problem. And I know some people have convinced themselves that, the concussion was to blame, right? But he was 0-4 before the concussion, right? And part of it has to do with the way our offense went about approaching these football games. We put up a lot of yards, a lot of empty yards.
Aren't we like top 10 in points this year?
Top 6.
Yeah.
We haven't.
So
okay. So again, I'm gonna let Ron go. I'm gonna let Ron go. Ron, go ahead.
Yeah, with that whole narrative, we've been playing musical chairs with our offensive line too. And listen, before I even say this, I am not a Tuanier, okay? I am a Miami Dolphin fan, okay? And right now at this point, this is how I see it. I've watched every single game this year. Our best chance to win is with Tua. Bottom line straight, I believe that we are going to run it back with him because I don't see them turning their head and going to find somebody else.
That's lunacy.
So let me say this, Ron. So I agree with you. I'm with you. I'm 100% exactly to what you just said. Everything you just said, I'm 100% on it. But I will say this. I'm gotta be honest with the community. I gotta be honest with everybody, right? More news came out about Brady today. All right. And it's more than likely that he probably will sign with Miami. I don't know how
that would be the only way.
But I know he is a Super Bowl, 6-time Super Bowl champion, 6 or 7. I don't even know how many he has already, but 6 or 7 Super Bowl time champion. He is 46.
7.
You don't
same people that was convincing us that Tannehill was the solution for 7 years. How did that work out?
I get it. And again, I get what KP's saying as far as the times that you can't go strictly by statistics, but at times you do have to look at some stats because at the end of the day, and this is something I preached on from the beginning was, listen, stats won't get you wins, right? Stats won't get you playoff wins. Stats won't get you Super Bowls.
Right.
But it does help at the end of the day. Like we have a high power offense. I know that at towards the end of the season when we were losing games, when we were playing real competition, we fell short, extremely short. Not right. I'm not going to deny that. Now that being said, year 2 of McDaniel's offense for this team is just going to elevate the play of everybody because the playbook, and you're going to you're going to incorporate a lot of more players. And again, McDaniel said this when he was hired, that this is basically you know how Flores had his phases where he was trying to fix different parts of the defense. He didn't do it all at one time. It takes time to build it. And McDaniel wants to finish building this offensive line. He started it.
He did it virtually overnight from 19 to 20.
He did. No, we went all the way down to 10. We were up to 10 as far as top 10 offensive line. And
I'm talking about Flores' defense from year 19 to 20.
Oh, okay.
That was damn near a transformation.
That was when the money kicked in for us. That's when the money really fell on our lap, and we could use some of that money. But the turnover, wasn't. He started bringing, when he brought Javon Holland, we brought Phillips. That's when you were like, holy shit, like we're building something crazy over here. And that's what we saw last season of Flores. Now, McDaniel came with this offense. He made it to a top 6. We haven't had a top 10, let alone top 10 offense since 1995. No disrespect to Dan Marino's later years. And no disrespect to any quarterback or any offense with Ricky Williams going in the 2000s or the Wildcat years or when Adam Gase was here or when Cam Cameron was here. This offense clicks and this offense works.
Yes.
We had issues. We had issues at defense. We had injuries, right? We had a lot of injuries.
I'm going to be honest with you, Batman. This offense has been figured out.
Okay. Talk to us. Talk to me.
Go ahead, Crypto, because I do have something to say also.
No, I just made the statement that this offense has been figured out. It's not complicated.
The offense is unbalanced.
Just like the Atlanta Falcons of the world, or the 49ers of the day, and the K-Gon offenses in Buffalo Bills heyday. It's gotten figured out.
Go KP, and then I want to go after that.
Top 10 athletic profile guys that are pure athletes that can just run, jump, and freaking got all kinds of skills from an athletic standpoint that knows how to keep up with people. I mean,
one of the reasons
it's not difficult for defenses to figure out an offense.
Well, one of the reasons it's not difficult to figure out this offense is precisely because it was unbalanced. All the offense, 3/4 of the offense went through two guys, right? There was no involvement of the tight ends, and then we avoided running in situations where we should have ran. It was unbalanced to our detriment, and that made it easier for defenses to say, okay, I don't got to defend this. I don't got to defend that. I just got to make sure to cover the zones where Waddle and Hill are going to try to, work some combination routes, etc. Right? Every time we would go to those 3rd, 4th options as from a schematic point of view, like that first play to Sherfield in the game, right? Mm-hmm. Those plays were there all damn season. So why aren't we being more efficient in using these other players all season long?
Because now, if I can go real quick, hey, I waited my turn, Crypto.
And start using and letting those athletes perform.
Well, hey guys, listen, I'm at work, Batman. I got to go back to work.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you, Ron.
Yeah.
All right. My thing is I agree exactly with what KP said, but the difference is I don't think it has anything to do with the quarterback. I think a lot of it has to do with play calling, and a lot of it has to do with the scheme. And this is where, like you said, we've done opposite things in opposite games with opposite schemes. For example, when Teddy Bridgewater was playing the Patriots before he got hurt, right? What was our scheme that game? We didn't go down the field. We weren't doing those crossing routes. We were doing short passes, underneath passes, check downs, and they were being extremely successful, right?
And running the ball.
Now the thing is why can't Josh McDaniel create plays that has both options built in so that all of the options are available to whoever it is? I don't care if it's Tua, Skyler, or Teddy. Bro, when you sat there and we saw Teddy, they had 5 guys running underneath routes, and Teddy would find a guy. Why can't you blend it? Why can't you have 2, 3 deep routes in one play and 3 underneath routes or 3 over the top and 1 underneath route? It's always the same shit. And we saw it in the Packers game. We saw it in the Bills game. We saw it in so many games where you're going to have, we're going to have 3 receivers on the field, and all 3 of them are running deep routes. Where's the complexity to that play? There is no complexity to that play because all they know is, okay, it's 2nd and 8. So he's going to want to go ahead and throw it deep across the middle, but there's no underneath routes for him to take advantage of us dropping our linebackers 15 yards down the field. That's a problem. That's a problem.
Well,
And
I would disagree.
and if you
go
old
ahead.
school, that means that that we are one dimensional, and we got to stop.
We are.
Hey, Ron,
Yeah,
Ron
because
wanted to
we're
ask
not
this
running the
question.
ball consistently either. So if you're not mixing in the run and the short game and the long game and making defenses guess, then you become predictable, and they're going to stop you.
Well, in terms of the route combinations, I think the film
had a
showed.
question real quick, KP. Ron had a
Out
question
pretty
before he
good for
left,
the rounds.
and I know he's at
Pretty
work.
good for
He's
the
at work,
Chiefs.
so he
Worked
wants to
out
see if
good
we
for
can
the
answer
Bucks.
it. He said, "Batman, I wanted to ask you think McDaniel brought our offense out too soon? Just a question, like as far as like too much too at the beginning, like." Or what? Like I'm assuming that's what he's saying. What do you guys
No,
think?
because it's not that much more different from San Francisco.
Now,
Salah said it earlier. He said it earlier in the season.
Based on that question, I have a question for the panel.
What's that?
My
No,
question
it's
is,
not. It's 307. Shouldn't be there.
my question is, has Mike
I
McDaniel
don't
been
know why.
holding back offenses for the playoffs?
No.
No, I don't think so.
Hell no.
The last 6 games were too important to do that.
First of
And
all, you
also,
ain't no freaking you gonna make it to begin with.
I don't know.
also,
I
I
think he
disagree.
started
Going
opening
back,
up a little in the Jets game.
Going back to your last comment on CT, I have to disagree, bro. I think that the route combinations
Play
have
what you
always
play with the
had
opponents you gonna
options
face.
in the flats, options in the short, and I think this is where the focus has to be on Tua's ability to. This is where the criticism of him making reads and checking down came from this season. And I know the counter to that is, well, last season all he did was check down. No, last season he didn't check down. He schemed short passes for him as his first and second read last season. That's the difference. In a read-based offense, a progressive offense, right? That's what you saw Teddy and Skylar doing to a lesser degree, right? And this is why you're mixing in tight ends more, mixing in swing passes more, right? Because when the receivers are your first or second read and it's not there, you go down to those dump off routes, right? And we saw that with those 2 quarterbacks, right? It does lower the gasoline on the offense, so to speak, right? But it's a more responsible, balanced way to approach offense. And that's what I think Tua still struggles in processing. I don't want to keep beating up on Tua. That's not my point here. I know people say I'm a hater or whatever, but I think when it comes to Tua, those options were there. It's just that, remember that first game in New England where Tyreek Hill seemed upset and Tua made the statement about not seeing the receivers, right?
Yeah.
I think Tua has felt the pressure all season. And maybe McDaniel's been pressing him because he wanted to give Tyreek his 2,000 yards to find Tyreek and Waddle. And that has worked to the detriment of our offense. We put up big numbers because those guys are ultimately incredibly talented receivers. We're going to maximize most of the time when the ball is in their hands, right? But it led to an unbalanced offense in the whole. And that's, you got to put that on
say it's
Tua.
only
You got to put
unbalanced
some of that
within
on
the
Tua.
passing calls.
Wait.
I will only
You can
say
look
it's
at
unbalanced
Sherfield
within
in
the
the
passing
first 2
calls
games.
because it's one play they run 30% of the time, and that's that one real wild flat route and a guy going on the freaking a seam inside cut. They run that about 30% of the time. There's no diversity within the passing attack.
Yeah, and that's what I was getting at. Is this the
Meaning
same
you have
way?
to call
Because
more
I don't
diverse
necessarily
passing type
agree with
plays.
that. Because again, do I had underneath routes? No, there were multiple times. Again, we have 3 wide receiver sets. There
And
is no
there's a lot of
underneath
people.
route.
If you
But
just
the
saw the
thing
way
is,
the Jets, I'm
so
talking about the
you
flat guy, the flat.
So
They
you
run that
can
about 30% of
scheme
the
a
time.
short passing game. You can scheme a short passing game against the Jets because the game plan fits that, right? And this is where I agree with you to the extent that he wants to give Waddle and Hill, their yards and whatever. He wanted to come out and highlight too. I get that. But at the same time, if you're putting yourself in the situation where you say you can make a scheme for short routes for Skylar and Teddy to be successful, but you didn't incorporate that same scheme in games that it would have been beneficial for you to have a short passing game. You didn't do that. I think that's partly on coaching too.
My thing is this: we did see the jet sweeps.
John
We did
Gruden
see
was
the hitch
masterful at
routes.
short
We did see
passing
the
game.
wide receiver screens when Skylar and Teddy were the quarterbacks, and it seemed as if we didn't see it as much when Tua was the quarterback. I don't, and again, I don't think it's a schematic difference. I think McDaniel has had the same frame of offense throughout. I just think the quarterback's been different. And hey, there's a counter argument that maybe Tua was operating the offense at a higher level in that, he had those monster games. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it does make sense to over rely on a Tyreek and a Jalen Waddle, right? Because it certainly worked in certain moments. It did work in moments. But go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Sorry.
I've said this repeatedly. Mike McDaniel came into this coaching job as an audition, and Stephen Ross and Chris Greer said, "I want to see what you can do with Tua. I want to see what you can do in the passing game, because we know you are a run game coordinator. We know you can run the ball, but I want to see what you can do pass wise." And I think that he's gone out of his way, even to the detriment of the team. I agree, is to show that off. And that's frustrating because, again, what does it do? If we as fans can see that, you don't think the defensive coordinators can't see that? You're becoming predictable.
One-dimensional.
I don't know if it's about necessarily being predictable. It's called athletes going against other athletes. And if they can run, jump, kick, pass, and do whatever they can from an athletic standpoint, it don't take a genius to figure out how to cover somebody.
Again, look, I understand that. I understand that look, I mean, we're not going to be dumb. And we all sat here at the beginning of the season. Crypto was calling for 60-40, 70-30, I think, at one point, but I might be wrong. But he did say 60-40 for the majority.
80-20 at one point. Nah, it was 80-20.
Okay, we have two monsters at the receiver set, right? That's an advantage that 90% of the NFL's teams, 85% of the teams don't have in the league. As far as speedsters like that can move and literally run any route, they're that special. Granted, even with that, at times during the games, I agree with KP. What happened to those slants, those crossing slants? Like we've seen that before from Tua being able to do that and getting those yak yards everybody wanted. The run game is important. It's essential. I understand when you have those two monsters, why would you want to run the ball? But what I'm saying is if the run game is working specifically in specific games, and again, I like Mike McDaniel, but it's just he's made a lot of mistakes, and it just seems like he's not learning from the same mistakes from game to game. And you stop running the ball. And listen, we were going down Buffalo's throat in Buffalo. Like we're eating them alive in the run game. And
that was by Buffalo's design. It's called pick your poison. I don't want to let the receivers burn me, and I'm going to let you run the ball.
That opens up the pass game. It opens up, but don't stop running the ball. It's like
that's where I got frustrated.
And all it takes is one fumble.
When I said earlier,
one fumble inside the 20, like he did one time. We recovered it, thank God, because Buffalo then went down immediately and scored a touchdown, and we'd have been down 17-0 in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, but this is where I was trying to say earlier. That's another frustration with me with the run game is even when we did run the run game, we used a lot of it inside. Well, let me finish. So you run inside. That's great. You're getting 5 yards a carry, but then they start to adjust, right? My issue is, you want to attack the middle of the field with the passing game. And this is the predictable part of Mike McDaniel's offense. But here's the counter to that. Yes, they know, okay, you want to attack the middle of the field. How do you dissuade them and keep them honest? You run outside run plays because it forces the cornerbacks and the outside linebackers to stay outside to stop the outside run game, which opens up the middle of the field. I mean, this is simple shit. This is not fucking rocket science. And if us as fans can see this, why in the fuck aren't professional coaches be able to see it?
If you go back to the Shula days, you had, like I said, you had a balance of the running game where you had speed with Mercury Mars, and you had the pounder with Larry Zonka, and then, like I said, you had Paul Warfield and some of the other guys I can't think of right now. But you had balance, and Shula did not. How should I put it? He did not make it one dimensional where you can say, okay, we can attack, we can shut down the passing game and force them to run. And what I'm saying is it was a balance, and it made it hard for defenses to deal with that. And but now what I'm saying for McDaniels, and I'm not putting McDaniels down, it's just what you said. When the running game is successful, all of a sudden you want to stop. And then also too, it's just like we said, if you can't run in the middle, then try to run on the outside. On the
Exactly. That's the thing is,
it just boils down to simple.
Because if you continue to run in the middle, here's the thing: is if you continue to run up the middle, right, and you want to open up passing lanes in the middle, if you're only running in between the tackles, what does that do? That forces the linebackers to stay inside, right? So how does that benefit you in the middle passing game if you're forcing the linebackers because you want to run inside and throw over the middle? It becomes predictable. The linebackers say, oh, all I have to do is either be up at the line of scrimmage within 5 yards to play the run, but if I see it's not a run play, all I got to do is drop back. And guess what? Now your running game's taken away and the passing game's taken away in the same goddamn defense. But if you run it outside, there's nobody out there.
Well, that's up to the play calling, to diversify and adjust.
It's the play calling and the offensive coordinator.
It's not necessarily play selection. It's what type of plays you run against the defense.
Again, like I said, the scheme is you can't sit here and have them all week work on inside run plays and over the middle passes and go, we're not going to practice any of these outside runs or tosses or anything else to keep the defense honest. We're just going to keep running these same 40 fucking plays in practice. You have to give the players a variety of plays to practice, get the timing down and whatever. But that's a scheme thing is, oh, this week we're going to do over the middle and run inside. Oh, this week we're going to go over the middle and inside. Variate it. Have some variation.
So sometimes the play callers have to be masterful of the playbook and be able to audible out of it and change the play.
Hey, real quick, let me hit the reset button, gentlemen.
But to what extent?
Let me hit the reset button. So
this line up a certain situation, you change it because you think it's what you call.
But what we're saying is, so based on the bad plays, are we expecting Tua to fucking call out of 8 out of 10 of Mike McDaniel's calls?
Real quick,
yeah, if he sees this total crap and he knows it's not going to work from the start,
guys, real quick, guys. Let me hit the reset. CT, can you hear me?
Gotta let Batman talk.
Real quick, let me hit the reset button. We're probably gonna be ending the show soon because I am going to be coming live tomorrow. I am returning on Fridays at 8:30 right now. I'm scheduled, but I might push it to 9. Depends what time I get off of my second job. But we have a watch party this Sunday. It's completely free. I dropped the link in the comment section. If you want to join, click the link. Takes you to Tell Greeter. Get as many tickets as you want. It's completely free. The watch party. It starts at noon. I'm going to be live streaming the pregame show, and I'm going to go into the first quarter of the game. I welcome everybody. Again, Solo D's going to be performing at halftime with DJ Breezy. Cameron 954 is going to be out there. We got prizes. We got giveaways. We have great specials on beers. I believe that last time I was there, they had buy one, get one free. They got buckets for sale. They got a lot of stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. Great atmosphere. And if it's possibly I don't think it is, But if it's possibly the last time the Dolphins play this season, why not better chance to just come out here, hang out with a bunch of Dolphin fans, and come together and we can watch this game and cheer on for the Fins together. Again, I dropped the link in the comment section for everybody. And again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe to the channel. We're 19 subscribers away from the giveaway that we're doing at the 600 subscriber mark. $5 gets you 1 entry, 10 gets you 3, 20 gets you 6. If you want to donate to the channel, it's PayPal Batman2423, Cash App $Phinsaholics. Again, I don't have Super Chat. I don't have any of that right now because I don't have the thousands subscribers for the channel, but I got a lot of giveaways, got a lot of jerseys, got a lot of stuff. Interesting stat that I just read right now. I didn't know about this. Skylar Thompson and Brock Purdy since 1950. A rookie quarterback drafted in the 7th round hasn't started a playoff game in over 70 years. So that is interesting. Both quarterbacks started.
Yeah, but let's be honest though. Brock Purdy earned his spot in the playoffs. If you want to say that Skylar earned his playoffs by 11-6 win last week, that's fine. But I'm just saying,
played a couple of good games in his.
That's what I was saying. I think it's a little bit different. I don't think the situations are the same, but it's the same context of the only 2 Dolphins rookie quarterbacks to ever start a playoff game are Dan Marino and Skylar Thompson. So do we think that just because Skylar Thompson is starting a playoff game as a rookie that he's some magical unicorn? No, I don't believe that.
Raphael, it's a 7th round rookie, not just a rookie, a 7th round rookie starting in a playoff game. It's since 1950.
So them the only two to do it together in the same playoff series.
No, not even together. Not even together. Just any rookie, any 7th round rookie. Yeah, this is 1950. We have 2 this season, like for the NFL. But yeah, I want to appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody coming through today, man. Again, tomorrow I know the schedule for 8:30. I might change it to 9 o'clock again. I do work the second job tomorrow, but tomorrow's happy hour, and Batman's gonna be drinking. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to try to get my hands on a bottle. I haven't been able to buy a bottle in a long time. I'm going to try to get my hands on a bottle so we can drink and have a good time. You know, Batman doesn't drink liquor. I only drink beer, but I'm going to get a bottle. We'll spin the wheel. We'll do some games. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Shots. $10 shots for Batman tomorrow. $10 to give him a shot, get him fucked up. Let's do it.
And you get a sticker, $10 shots. You get the official sticker of the Phinsaholics show, and it's a 3D sticker that's actually feels like it's like aluminum because it's textured. It's not like a typical sticker, and it's waterproof. I put that on my cups. I put that on everything. But yeah, much love to everybody, man. I appreciate everybody coming up today. Oh, we didn't even get to scores.
No,
we didn't even get to the score. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, everybody. Pump the brakes. Let's get into some scores for Sunday's game. Let me start off with Green Rat. What's your prediction?
I got no clue. Fuck, I don't know. 21-19, Fins.
21-19. Mr. Polk?
I'll tell you, Drew, I was going to say 21-14 Fins.
Okay, 21-14 Fins. KP? Everybody in the comment section, drop your scores in the comment section. Drop all your scores, predictions for Sunday for the score. Tell me who's going to win in the comment section. KP.
I stole the scores right out of my head, man. So I got to change it. Hold on. 24-16 Fins in a shocker.
Okay, Crypto.
I'm predicting our defense plays lights out, and I'm going to go 31-19 Fins.
Okay. Mountie?
4 turnovers.
4 turnovers. Okay. Mountie, what about you? Mountie's probably not
also
here.
predicts Skylar Russ
he's
for more than 50 yards.
Muted.
CT, what about you?
I gotta stick with this. I called us to lose last game and we won, so I'm gonna stay on the crypto trail and I'm gonna get in the bubble bath. And I'm gonna say 21-17 Bills in the hope that I'll keep my superstitious
I called us to lose and we won for us to have a big win.
So you're saying 21-17 Bills?
Yes. Wink, wink. Wink, wink.
Right. It's the reverse superstition.
Reverse psychology. Yep.
Reverse psychology.
I called us to lose last week and we won. So you know what? I am superstitious. I'll be eating my steaks on Sunday.
again.
I'll be having my tomahawk on the grill while I call for a Dolphins loss a week and in reality get the win. I will take it any way we can fucking get it.
All right. So I'm gonna get everybody's scores right now in the comment section. I'm gonna try to scroll all the way up. I know some people dropped scores earlier. I'm 31-28 Dolphins. 31-28. We win by a field goal. Sanders comes in, kills the clock, and we win the game. That's my take. Let's keep talking until I get all these scores. All right.
Hey, I want to say based on that though, Jason
So
Sanders
Batman used the
did
last
say,
Buffalo game.
Green
I
Rat,
used
Green
the
Rat,
first
real quick.
one.
Hey, Green Rat, real quick. Jason Sanders did say that he owed this team a couple clutch field goals. He's given us one. It'll stand to reason. Maybe he'll give us another one against Buffalo.
Yep, cash it on in.
Well, about this run game that everybody thinks we're going to have this upcoming game and stuff, Buffalo's going to think that we're going to run, so they're going to prepare to stop the run and stuff. I expect Skylar to come out on the first play and go deep to Hill just like Tua did early in the season.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Big Philly's asking you a CT if
whoever was just talking was broken up. I couldn't even hear him.
Yeah,
I
CT, your
said
internet's
it's probably gonna be an interception. But
CT,
okay.
your internet's been like up and down like the last like hour. People have been telling you in the comment section. Big Philly, by the way, CT says, "What's up, CT? Let's get super elevated tomorrow." Remember, Big Philly starts it up at 7:00 tomorrow, and then he said he ends around 9, and then we keep the party going 9:00.
What the hell, Q?
Yeah, Q's going with the Bills.
Damn, at least I have a reason that I picked us.
He's still
to
mad
lose.
about the Steelers game.
Yeah, he is. He's mad because we didn't. Yeah, because we didn't lose, so the Steelers didn't get in. So he's choosing us to lose. Well, fuck you too,
Q picked us to win last week.
Yeah, last minute he changed it. He came back on the show when he found out the game was at home. He changed it.
That's when he changed it.
Oh, so
he did pick up
he
the
tried to
lose.
pull
He
a
doesn't
Batman
believe
at
in
the last
Skylar, I
second.
don't think, is what the problem
Yeah,
is.
he pulled the Batman.
No, he tried to pull a Batman and change that shit while the ball was in the air.
No, he did it that night. He didn't wait till an hour before the game.
You changing your score, Mr. Miami? All right, so 6
Batman
for the Bills.
changes when it's at ball is in the air.
Hey, Batman, is that who I
No,
think
the kickoff is in the air, and Batman legitimately
Mr.
changed
Paul.
his prediction while the ball was in the air. No, stop it. Stop it, Batman. Don't try to deny it now. Crypto is there. He knows damn right it happened.
Yeah.
I changed my
Batman.
prediction one day on a Sunday on CB83 show, and ever since then, you guys have been saying that nah.
No, what about this? No, stop that. So when we played the Bills the first time this year, you changed your score prediction 4 different times in 3 days.
Yeah.
But I was right. About who was going to win.
Right, he probably watched Steven's show and kept flip-flopping.
No, that doesn't matter. The whole point was you just said the one time you changed your score. No, you've done it multiple times, Batman. Why we installed the 1 hour rule.
1 hour rule.
But I don't get anything if I win. I don't get anything. But Mark, give me a score. You said Bills 3. Give me a score, Mark.
Which Mark?
Mark from Bills Mafia.
He said 3.
He said 42-10 Dolphins.
Oh, he's going on the reverse. Oh, he had to try to counteract me. Fuck you, Mark.
You say
Good try,
3-0?
Crypto.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Good
He said 41-10 in a snoozer.
Oh, no. All right, that's fine. Yeah, he picked those two. Crypto said he picked Dolphins to win.
He knows.
I was like, look at him trying to circumvent my reverse psychology. Fuck Mark.
But no, CT, he know deep down in his heart, he know that it's the other way around.
I mean, I get it.
His coach is going to get fired if we win.
He's
We're
the
trying to
closet
get McDermott
Dolphins
fired.
fan. I get it. He's the closet Dolphins fan. I get it.
We gotta get McDermott fired, because if he lose to a 7th rounder, he's going to be fired. We got to get McDermott fired.
Oh my goodness, Crypto.
Well, do you think it's going to be McDermott, or you think they're going to fire the defensive coordinator and say, "Oh hell no, you got beat by a 7th rounder. Fuck you, you go."
He probably try to fire the D coordinator before he's gone.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not my fault he picked up 7th rounder.
Listen, y'all.
It's not going to be a 7th rounder that beats the Bills. It's going to be the giraffe. Right, Batman?
Oh,
No.
he's definitely losing his job.
He better
then
not play
if-
this
if the
game. He
giraffe
better
beats
not.
him.
He better not play this game. He better not play this game. I'm telling you, man.
Everybody getting fired on the spot if the giraffe beats him.
You're the only reason I post the giraffe in chat, Batman, is just to get your goat.
Because it pisses me
He's
off.
a Glenn. Hey, he's a Glenn hater. He's a Glenn hater. He's a Glenn hater. There you go.
All right. So I think I got pretty much
Well, he's got
everybody's
his
score.
jersey.
I'm wearing this jersey. We're not losing with this jersey. We didn't lose a game last season when I wore this jersey. I'm wearing this jersey on Sunday. I'm wearing this jersey on Sunday. And if we win, come back and be like Batman called it. That's the jersey right there.
Hey, we got to stick to whatever superstition we can right now, and I'll take it any fucking way we can get it.
If it takes me bringing out the old rabbit ears on my old tube TV, I'll do it.
Oh, there you go, Crypto.
I
We
just
got to
gotta
go
get it in a
old school
certain position.
superstition.
Make sure the TV antenna's turned in a certain position.
Hey, you got to get that aluminum foil wrapped
on
around
them.
them.
Yep, I was thinking the same thing.
Supercharge those suckers.
Right.
Yeah, you got to get the aluminum foil to supercharge them suckers.
To supercharge it, right?
and don't forget, if you walking on the sidewalk, don't step on the cracks.
Oh, yeah.
Step on the cracks.
Don't be breaking your mama's back. That ain't right. Don't be breaking your mama's back. That's wrong.
I hope I get everybody's scores. I hope I get everybody's scores. I know some people dropped the
You
score
put it in the
very
chat?
early.
They put it in the chat?
Yeah, but some people are putting it at the beginning of the show, so I'm going all the way. I'm going down.
Oh yeah.
I want to make sure I don't leave anybody behind and be like, I gave you the score. I'm like, oh no, now I got to go back and look at the show. It's funny enough. You know, I go back and I listen to the show, every morning, like going to work. I listen to the show we just did.
He loves the sound of his own voice. He said, I gotta go watch him.
I fast forward, and then once I just to remember what we talked about.
Batman.
Man. Hey, listen, it's stressful to be talking Fins all day, man. It's tiring. It's tiring.
But when Batman can hear Batman's voice, it soothes him. It soothes him.
Yeah.
Well, Batman, why you think I call myself Crazy Dolphin? Because sometimes the Dolphins drive me crazy.
They
But
do.
I love
They
them.
drive me. Listen,
I
they drive
hear
me
you.
crazy, win or lose, because we talk about them all day. Mr. Park, so you haven't heard. So every day, Monday through Friday, on Twitter, from 1 o'clock, 1:30 to 7:30, we do spaces and we talk about the Dolphins all damn day. And then I get home, shower, I take a quick bite of anything, sit here, and we talk about the Fins. Go to sleep, wake up, and then I try to incorporate. Look, my drive incorporates shows that I miss, whether it's Big Philly show, whether it's Nando's show, whether it's Mrs. Finn's show from the day before, whether it's TFTG. I incorporate all the shows I missed while I was on, or they did before me. 305 Sports, babe. And I listen to everybody's stuff. Like, I don't want to leave anybody behind. Oh, Larry. I know Larry was on here earlier. I don't know if Larry, you're still out there, you're listening. Larry, I haven't been to your channel in a long time because, again, I do the Twitter spaces. But I do listen to the show, Larry. Believe me. I listen to the show. But when I go to bed, I crank up, your show, and that's the time I listen to you, Larry. So don't think just because I'm not on the show, Larry, I'm not listening. I'm listening to your show, Larry. You were one of the big, reasons why I started doing this YouTube thing. And you paved the way for a lot of us because you paved the way for me to do it. And everybody's now doing what they love. So I love it. I love all content creators that have something to bring to the table. And I think it was TD Fins Talk yesterday was talking about, there was a content creator that came up, a new guy down here in Miami, young kid, and he's supporting him. I don't have the name right now, but when I get the name, I'm going to shout him out because we want everybody. And again, like Big Philly said today, we're trying to get him to 200 subscribers. We need about 19 subscribers for 600. So we are just trying to push each other. At the end of the day, it's a big community. We all love each other. I know that, you might not like one channel. You like what you hear in another channel, and that's fine. Everybody brings something to the table. Everybody brings something to the table, and you never know what you're going to hear. You never know what you're going to hear. And, everybody in this community is just growing. We got new guys that are coming on to the streams. Like, you got DTA, you got Kyle, you got all these newcomers that are coming into this community that they've been around, but they're incorporated in our community and they bring a lot. CB83, it's just a lot of people, man. A lot of people giving good content. And again, you don't have to like it, but you might hear something you haven't heard before. That's the point of it. So again, I don't want to leave anybody behind. I know the homie Shake Money got his wine on Fridays. Help me out, CT. I don't want to leave nobody behind right now. I'm drawing a blank.
Pete wants to come up here, Batman.
Pete, don't forget Roach.
Oh, Roach. Oh, so I had a conversation.
Yeah, you said Nando, and then you want Miami Sport or Miami sports show, the morning with Stephen D. And
Stephen D.
Oh yeah, all of them, bro. Miss what's her name?
Miss Fins.
We said Miss Fins.
Miami Sports.
Who else has a show? Doesn't Dolph Freaky have a show on Miami Sports Fanatic or whatever? No.
Pete says he has really important stuff to say.
I know. I dropped the link. I dropped the link for Pete. Pete said 36-35 Miami. All right, Pete. It feels good to hear, Pete, that we're going to win a game. It feels good.
And
it only took Skylar starting to hear.
That's it. You already know. We're winning on Sunday. Skylar's taking that dub. That's like automatic right now. But look, this is something I thought about because I was reading up on some stuff
Pete,
on the Dolphins.
Fresh air, Pete.
I know it is. It's been bright since Christmas Day, Crypto, And, and shout out to everybody out in the chat. Yes, the Dolphins are beating Buffalo, but cover your ears if you don't want to hear anything negative right now. I'm warning you guys right now. It's your opportunity to just get out. This is Greer stuff. This is Greer negativity. And I'm just warning everybody. So giving them 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Here it goes. Everybody. All right. Look, check this out. So I was reading earlier on the Teron Armstead injuries because I was like, man, we really need this guy to play. Y'all feel me? I feel like we really need this guy to play. And as I'm digging, looking at his injuries, looking at it, I run into a little article that says that he avoided season-ending toe injury or whatever injury week one.
Yeah.
Mind you, this is season-ending injury. This is big.
Right. I told you.
What the hell? Yeah, he played with injury. That's fine, Batman. But we had opportunities to go out and trade for offensive linemen.
I know.
We had opportunities to get better and fix that department and not be stuck in this position that we're in right now, bro. Think about it. The organization knew about this inside job. We didn't know about this until this article you've been preaching about it, but we didn't know about season ending. It's just been he's hurt. You know, he's a veteran. Hold up.
No, that's bullshit, Pete. Everybody up here who was on the show when Batman brought it up, I said with him having that toe injury, and it was based on him having repeated reuse injury to it, I said he should probably have the surgery and sit out the season. Did I not, Batman? Yep. Did I not?
Yep.
When did you find out about that surgery? Week 1?
No, I didn't. No, what I know. No, I didn't know that he was offered the surgery.
When he was offered the surgery, it was, I think it was in the Cincinnati game where he's. Oh, I don't know. It was a game that was away. He stayed after.
He went the Jets game. He went and saw specialists after the Jets
specialist in New York,
and that's right there is. That's when I brought up. That's when I said, if I was the doctor, I said, if it's a reuse injury, because that's what the Dolphins said and Armstead said, I said, no, I'm not happy about it, but he should have the season ending. He should have the surgery, and let's see him next season. And it's the same bullshit that I said about Byron Jones, and it's another fucking blip on Greer's radar, is he knew that he pissed him off in the offseason. He had this surgery on purpose, and yet Greer did nothing to fill that spot.
Yeah,
either.
but CT, that's fine. That's all that. But this is complete chaos. This is something the organization knew from week 1. Okay? The very first game, our staff, everybody in the building knew already from day 1, this guy needs surgery. And instead of trying to get better,
another time, but Pete, that's another time.
Yeah, but listen, bro, they went out, they got Chubb.
This medical staff is terrible. No,
forget the medical staff. Forget medical staff. The Department of Death.
How do you sign the guy if you know he's had a repetitive toe injury? How do you not do your due diligence on him, have him work out and everything? Oh, we're going to sign him. But literally at the beginning of training camp, he was dealing with the same toe injury. That's on the medical staff. How do you sit here and continue to say, he said it in his interview, I've been dealing with it since last year.
This is a situation.
He was dealing with the toe injury from last year.
No. Check this out. So the Dolphins, right? The Miami Dolphins, who care so much about their precious little Tua, won't let him play, but they allow another guy play with a teared up bones in his feet. They let him play knowing that he required surgery. How heartless of an organization are we to allow a player on the field get in there knowing that he requires surgery?
The NFL.
Oh my God!
The NFL's not letting Tua play. It's a difference. That's a difference.
Yeah, and not only that, the thing is,
wake up!
I agree with that.
Wake up!
Can I say this real quick? Can I say this? No, we're all right. The optics is after everything that DeMar Hamlin and that situation incurred on the NFL, there's no goddamn way they're letting Tua play this year. There's none.
Bro, the whole moral of this is basically Tua, that automatically confirms, bro, that Tua checked out.
Oh, hell no, Pete.
He checked out.
Not Pete.
Okay, he quit on this team, like I said, on Christmas Day, dude. So they allow a player like Teron Armstead from week 1 playing with a toe that is probably discombobulated and he can't even feel it, and you're telling that requires surgery, but yet they won't let Tua play. They're not begging for Tua to play. They're not sending doctors from all over the continents for Tua to get checked out so he can hurry up and be in this bout and play in the playoffs. They're not doing that for this franchise guy.
Hey, shout out to
think they are. I think they are because they've done it.
No, they're not, bro.
No. Let me finish one time.
He checked out and he quit on this team.
Shout out to
Chris,
Fizz in the house,
Chris
man. Shout out to Fizz in the
Nowitzki.
house.
No,
We
no,
appreciate it.
Chris Nowitzki, who is the fucking head of he was the former head of the spine and neck concussion for the NFL, but now he's the head of the CTE research, has even come out and said all the people calling him for retire based on concussions and all that bullshit need to stop. But this is the head guy. This is the head guy, right? The same guy that said the same standard of window for his recovery is a 10 to 14-day recovery, okay? It's been said by him, and medical studies prove it. And yet, the NFL, because of DeMar Hamlin, doesn't want to deal with another Tua injury that happened in the Bengals. And even though the medical professionals have said, you know what? We have no problem with him playing. He's done the things you asked him to do, but we want to fucking not let him play based on optics. That's exactly what this is, period. And if you're that ignorant to think anything otherwise, then I can't help you.
I can't help you, CT. And I'm sorry to tell you, bro. This shit confirms it, dude. They had a player play for 15 weeks with a discombobulated toe that needed surgery.
Now, let me ask you this, Pete. Kenny Pickett had concussions 2 weeks apart. Two weeks apart. And the NFL let him play 5 days later. Or 6 days later, 6 days later, twice in a row.
100%.
I don't want to hear it, bro.
That kills that whole
I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear it, bro. I thought our organization loves and cares about our player. That's not what's happening here. They needed to run Armstead to play, CT. Listen to the optics. They needed Armstead to play. And they didn't care about his toe. Okay? They needed Armstead to play with an alien-looking toe. You ever saw an alien toe? How they do it in movies? They let him play like that, and they didn't care. They didn't care that he probably cried to sleep.
Duct tape can fix a lot of things, but stupid is not one of them. But duct tape sure is fucking awful.
Well, I'm sorry to tell you, CT, I'm not the stupid one here, and I'm not the one falling for the end of the rainbow tricks that there's gold out there, okay? I don't believe everything this organization tells us anymore. We've been lied to in front of our face.
The medical staff is full of shit, and so is Mike McDaniel. I think so is Greer.
100%.
1,000%. They're all full of shit.
And Tua is 1,000,000% a fraudulent quarterback. How about that? He checked out and he quit, bro.
Fraudulent quarterback. Fraudulent quarterback.
Yes. Matter of fact,
it still doesn't explain that the 7 games he's missed, we've won one of them.
And let me tell you something, CT, because I got a feeling it's gonna be.
Is that Chris Greer?
CT, I got a feeling it's going to be guys like you that are going to upset me Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, okay? Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, after we beat the Bills, I promise you, Batman and CT, I might not come online just because of guys like you and CT. I got to be honest, after we beat the Bills, I'm not jumping up on no panel because I will not accept any Tua might clear protocol talks anymore. This is completely unacceptable. And I know where it's going to go the moment we beat the Bills on Sunday. So on Sunday, I'm going to save myself a little bit.
No, because you want to call out that bullshit. So you're going to fucking listen and have some fucking, time to listen. Is I even prefaced what I said. If the reports were true, the problem is the reports weren't true because Mike McDaniel and the Dolphins admitted he never was cleared for on the field work, which means he was stuck in phase 2 of the concussion protocol. But we got multiple reports from multiple reporters that he was on level or stage or phase 3 or phase 4, which was false. And I prefaced my comment saying, if the
All right, CT,
reports were
CT.
true,
CT, you're kind of in and out. My bad. So, my question to you is, CT, we beat the Bills 36-35. Monday comes around. Do you want Tua clearing protocol to play the Chiefs in Arrowhead?
It depends, Pete. It depends.
No,
If
I'm
we
talking
win
to
the game-
CT, Batman. One second. I was going to get to you.
Have us lose
He's
this
going to tell you
game
the same exact
because
thing.
the Miami
If he
Dolphin
gives-
fans don't learn the
If
lesson.
we get the win,
It
and
won't
it's
even
the
be no way
same
up because it
exact
should be
win.
unequivocal.
You know what,
Who should be the
Batman?
starter.
Get the win.
This is the
We
main
get the
reason
win
why
the
the
same
football
exact
guys
way
don't
we
even
beat the
allow us
Jets,
to win
and we
this
get the
game.
win the same exact
Because
way we
what
beat the
you're
Jets,
saying right now, Batman.
we
Let
will
Batman
be preaching.
talk.
This is the reason why.
Preaching for Tua.
This is the reason why
For Tua.
we don't have a chance of winning because of the nonsense you're talking now.
Yeah, but Crypto, listen to me again. If we win the same exact way we beat the Jets,
You better give the opposite
you
argument.
best believe I'm going to be talking about Tua on Monday. You best believe.
yeah, and I agree. But here's
And
my
what about
thing
the
is,
fucking opposite if we win 49-3?
That
No,
Skyler's the
can I-
guy. That
can I
Skyler's the
say-
guy.
then can I say what I want to say? Because Pete asked me this. I agree with you, Pete. My thing is if say we win 36-35, right? And it depends in that situation. Did Skyler goddamn, can I say it real quick? Is if Skyler comes out and throws 4 touchdowns, 300 yards, and he carves this Bills defense up, and our defense is still giving up that many points to the Bills offense.
Alex
I will
B don't know
give him-
football.
Can I finish? I will give him his deference, and I will absolutely tell you, if he's able as a 7th round rookie to come out and put 4 touchdowns on the Bills' top 10 defense, fuck it. Let Tua sit. I don't give a fuck. So that's where everybody wants to coin me as a Tua-neer. No, the only thing I've ever done is said medically and scientifically give Tua the opportunity. But if Skyler comes out as a 7th round rookie and puts up 36 points on the Bills in a playoff game and he looks good, it's not some ugly shit. Oh, we ran for 200 yards. We scored 4 touchdowns on the ground, but Skyler had 200 yards, 1 interception, and 1 touchdown. No, I'm not going to anoint Skyler. But if he comes out and puts 4 touchdowns, fuck Tua.
Okay. You know what? How about this? 220 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and we win the game 23-20. What are you doing on Monday? Are you requesting for Tua to clear protocol? Yes or no?
Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
You too, Batman?
Newfoundland said if we win 36-35, I'm all about Skyler, but I stopped believing in
No,
Santa.
23-20, 1 touchdown, 220, and 1 interception. And we win.
Guys don't
I'm
invest in
still
themselves
rooting for.
and
I'm
don't give a
still
damn
rooting
about
for
trends and
Tua as
falling
well.
down.
If you say we gotta ask for Tua,
You guys would
trust
rather
me,
invest in
you guys
penny
won't
stocks
hear a
and
word
hope
from
on
me
a
until
flyer.
Wednesday after we beat the Bills.
Yeah, well,
hoping on a
that's why
dead cat
it's
bounce.
because if he only gets 220 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, I agree. He's the 7th round rookie. Tua is a 3rd-year guy. But I've also the argument it took him 2 years to get healthy. I think that I think this qualifies as a sophomore year. Is second for me. This is what really counts.
Okay, I thought it was only me. Hey, you see what Ken? Hey, look at what Ken Rose is saying. Can you hear me, Crypto?
I'd rather fucking go with Tua than fucking Skyler. Period.
CT, your mic sounds like you're in a blender. But Ken Rosa, put that back up, Batman. 220, 1 touchdown and 1 interception doesn't surpass Tua. What Ken Rosa doesn't understand, fellas, is that Tua can't win a playoff game.
Talking about the Chargers game.
Tua can't win beat a playoff team, and he doesn't win high pressured games. This is the situation I'm having, and the problem I'm having.
Batman, why
is
you
guys
that man to just
like
cook
that?
Himself?
Listen,
that's the issue.
Real quick, Pete. I mentioned it before you got on. I don't know if you heard, but Skylar Thompson and Brock Purdy are the first. Well, since 1950, it's been 70 years that they start a seventh rounder gets to start a playoff game. So it's pretty impressive. I mean, I know CT was talking about Skylar was thrown into it last second. Purdy worked for it or whatever, but that's still
Bro,
pretty
Skylar
impressive.
Thompson got more guarantee money than Brock Purdy. That guy's more talented. I'm telling you, the only reason Skylar Thompson didn't get selected higher is because of the injury he sustained at that Texas Tech game. He required immediate. That's it. And this is almost and you know what? And you know what? He probably wasn't prepared and ready early on in the season. But he was ready, man. That preseason game, this guy threw darts, man.
Who was his
This
coach
guy
at
threw.
Yeah, but then when does he come in and then he shits the bed? Even in this last game, if you want to quantify his yards, his touchdowns, that's what I'm saying. If he comes out and throws 220, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions, I'm still asking for Tua because in that aspect, yes, we all know inconsistency-wise, we have the propensity. We have the propensity for Tua to score 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, but we have the same probability or a slightly lower probability that he'll throw 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. But at the same time, knowing that Skylar's a rookie,
football games, that's not going to happen.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
He's not going to ever throw more than 1 interception in the game. Not Skylar. He's not going to allow it.
12.
Skylar threw 1 interception on 1 fucking throw in the same game. He had 1 attempt
and he told him,
1 interception.
That was basically a punt, CT. Stop it.
So then why wait? No, wait. I set your ass up
trying to get out of that
for it.
football.
No, I set
trying
your
to get
ass
out of
up
that game.
for it. No, I set your ass up for it. I set your ass up for it, and let me finish. So you're right. You're saying it was on 4th down, right? So why is it? So why is it this past game?
That was to get the game out.
No, I'm trying to ask you a question, but you don't want to hear.
The game was over.
I'm translating it to another game. I'm translating it to another game, but you don't want to hear it.
Talking about the 1 interception.
No, I'm translating. I'm translating something you don't want to hear. So let me finish. So he had the situational. Let me finish. So he had the quote unquote situational awareness to say, all right, it's 4th down. I'm just going to throw it up. It doesn't matter, right? So why is it that against the Jets, we go for it on a 4th and 5, right? Why does he run out of bounds and not even throw the ball up? So, wait, he's the 7th round rookie.
Go call Skylar Thompson and ask him that.
He don't take a risk.
On a 4th
He had
and
0
5,
bad
he didn't even
throws
try
in that game.
He ran out of bounds and gave them the ball without even throwing the ball up.
But you want to know what?
That's ridiculous.
But you want to know what?
That's ridiculous.
You want to know what? It's called not having a bad throw. He had 0% bad throws in that whole game. 0%.
1,000%.
Which means he didn't freaking lose you the game.
I wouldn't consider it a bad throw. If it's 4th and 5 and you're going to run out of bounds and give them the ball anyway,
first of all, guess what?
An ill-advised throw back across the field can be pick 60, and you know it.
Guess what? Guess what? Though,
that doesn't mean that you can't take a risk.
Really?
Yeah,
no, not against the first pass defense in football. No. First of all, hold on here. Hold the fuck on.
So
hold
even
the
if
fuck
you
on.
throw in a
That
triple
New York,
coverage,
that fucking New York Jet team. Shut out Jamar Chase.
Because you
shut out
just
Justin
made
Jefferson.
the same
Shut out
argument.
Tyreek Hill and Diggs at the same time.
You can't
Stop
fucking have your cake
and
and
eat
eat
it
too.
it both ways.
You can't
That's
sit
the,
here
that's
and
the
say
league defense.
that his
That's
interception
bullshit.
was because
That's bullshit.
his interception the game before
That's
was
fucking
because
bullshit.
It was a 4th down, but then you're going to
I didn't say
argue
because of
the
4th
next
down.
4th
I never
down,
said because
he
it was a
didn't
4th
throw
down.
the ball.
I said
You
they was
can't have
basically
it both
punching the ball.
ways. You
No, I
can't
ain't
have
say
it
because of
both
4th
ways,
down.
Crypto.
I never said
You
that.
can't have
I
it
never
both
said that.
ways.
You're a liar
You
and the
can't
truth
have
is
it
not in
both
you.
ways.
You are a liar and the truth is not in you because I never said it. I never said because of 4th down. I said that was basically like a punt because they was trying to get out of there. The game was over. It was nothing to be gained.
That's my
What
whole
part
point.
don't you understand that?
That's my whole point. So
But
you're
that
saying
4th
it
down play,
doesn't
Skyler ran
matter.
out of bounds.
You're
Was
saying
freaking
it
in the first
doesn't
quarter.
matter
What are you
in
talking about?
aspect. Just the
And
same way, if
CT,
you're going to run
and
out of
It don't
bounds
CT,
fucking matter.
anyway,
and
it
I don't want my
doesn't
quarterback
matter.
taking risks, unnecessary risk. He did what he needed
Okay,
to do.
because it's okay
Hey,
when it doesn't matter in one
real quick.
position, but it
0%
does matter
bad
when
throws
it's
in that
not the
game.
other way.
That's all that matters.
CT, you gotta
0%
eat.
bad throws in that
CT,
game. That's all that matters. He's
CT,
1
you
and
gotta
0
eat.
when he starts and finishes a football game. I'll start using your
CT,
talking points.
All right,
Y'all
that's
use all
fine.
this from here
yeah.
on.
That's
Hey,
fine.
CT,
I'm
1
good
and 0
with
when he
that.
starts and
Crypto
finishes a
sounding
game.
like a 2 and ear.
But CT, hey, but CT
Exactly,
said
Greenway.
that would.
I was
See,
waiting
hey,
to
but
use them talking points that they've been shoving all freaking season long.
hey, but this is what's
I
driving me
love
a
it.
little
I
crazy.
love using the 2 of
CT,
your talking points against them now.
hey, CT, this is what you said, right? We can't use that he's a 7th round rookie excuse on that bad situational play.
No,
That's
I
what you
didn't.
said, right?
I said no. I
That's
said
literally what you
if
said.
he
I
can
heard
do
you.
it.
But
Wait,
okay,
no.
fix it
Can
now.
I
Go ahead.
finish?
Go ahead. Yeah,
I
go ahead.
said
Fix it.
no. If he can do it in one game and he has the situational awareness to say, you know what, this throw doesn't matter. Even if it's
You
intercepted,
were just
it
talking
doesn't
about
matter.
his 4th down play right now with Crypto when you were arguing with him. Right now. That's what I'm talking about. That you just literally said
That's
that
what
he's
I'm
a
talking
7th
about.
rounder. So you're not giving him an
In one
excuse. You're
game,
basically saying
in
it's no
one,
excuse.
it's not an excuse. It's me saying in one game he has the ability to situationally analyze and say, you know what? It doesn't matter if I throw this ball and I'm intercepted. But on a 4th and 5, he runs out of bounds instead of saying, you know what? Situationally, I understand that it doesn't matter if I try to throw and it gets intercepted. That
First
was
of all,
my
that
argument.
play. First of all, he
interceptions
ran.
against
First
the
of all,
best defense in football.
CT, he ran towards the sideline and he got hit out of bounds. He still incompleted the ball. He threw the ball. Mind you, that's not an indictment. I mean, it was a bad situational play that I do agree with, but it's not an indictment on him. Guess what? The coach still had the balls. The coach, yeah, you were, but guess
No,
what?
I
The
wasn't.
coach still had the
missing
balls
point,
to
is
go
I'm
for it
blaming
on
the same
4th
shit
down
as
with that
you.
with that 7th rounder. How about that? The
I
coach
agree.
had
I'm
faith in him.
blaming Mike McDaniel. That's where you're missing the point. Is again,
I don't know. It
it's
didn't
not
sound like that on that little
Skyler.
argument you had with Crypto. But go ahead.
No, I'm saying the fact is he had the situational awareness a couple games before to do it, right? But what is it? Mike McDaniel didn't give him a good play so that even if he wanted to try to just throw something up, which he did the previous game or the game before or what the last time he played, Mike McDaniel is not get. How do you call a play that you allow that your quarterback's only option is to run out of the fucking pocket and run out of bounds because you're running downfield routes everywhere. There is no check down. There is no guy for him to go underneath, which is the same shit he did with Tua.
CT, what part of when Crypto told you he's 1-0 when starting and finishing a game, don't you understand? That was the only week versus the Jets that he actually prepared as the starter, started the game, and finished it. That's it. That was the only game. Every other game was on an unfortunate situation.
No, I'm saying you guys want to portray me, oh, I'm a 2-and-ear and this. Nah, I'm a realist. And the thing is again, I don't blame Thompson for his inexperience. The guy, he's played well for a 7th round rookie. My thing is just because I'm hopeful of my team, I'm hoping for a win. I want to win, but I also know last week when he started, I called for us to lose by 6 points. We won 6-11, 5 points. So I'm going to be superstitious and I'll be wrong. I'll be wrong to be right. I would rather call us losing this game and Skylar come out and beat their asses, which I want. But I'm being a realist at the same time. That's it. So don't take it out of context.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back
can't predict the
tomorrow
loss.
at 9 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. So appreciate everybody that came through. Fins up. You know we're getting this victory on Sunday. We're cooking Buffalo, and that's all we're gonna be. So we got these Buffalo Jills fans over here. Let's play their favorite song real quick. So to
Cooking
remind
Buffalo,
them.
yeah.
Oh, March.
Games like this, we woke up. You ready? Let's go, baby. Mob on 3. 1, 2, 3.
The Bills have won each of the last 7 meetings with the Dolphins.
The Dolphins feel extremely confident after that huge fourth-quarter comeback in Baltimore last week.
The visiting team is cooking in the direct sunlight.
And away we go from South Florida.
Third down. All right, stadium, everybody go get your grills, man. Time to cook. DOLPHIN, 60 minutes in the game. We be playing to the end, and we COOK, cooking Buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. DOLPHIN, 60 minutes in the game. We be playing to the end, and we COOK, cooking Buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. Let's go, cooking Buffalo. Let's go. Fresh up off the wind, we was down but made it back. Purple smoke up in the air, that's that Raven pack. We was mad, disappointed in the first half. Came back and cleaned them up, that's the bird bath. Moving on now, team feeling strong now. To a time the anthem, we're about to learn the song now. We got Sheeta, defense beater. Slow them down, ain't got a chance. 17 through the scene, hit them with that water dance. Anyway, defense straight, got our stockpiling. We gon' dig a big hole for him and Josh Allen. We'll celebrate this week, but Sunday we are not smiling. Get your grills and make them hot. Flame them like that yellow light. DOLPHIN, 60 minutes in the game. We be playing to the end, and we COOK, cooking Buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show.